world's ugliest butthole party. That's right, you, me, and a bottle of KY. It ain't gonna be much, but it's gonna be the best thing you've seen this year. 2026, dicks. We're gonna ride these some bitches to the oblivion. We're gonna be like the human centipede to infinity and beyond. Fuck you, Buzz Lightyear. I'll fucking, you know what I'll do. You know what'll happen. I'll lace up these boots, and you too will join the army of prolapsity. We're back. Introduce yourselves.
Yeah. Speaking of prolapse, it's your boy, the Goatsy of the Goatsy of the game. The Goatsy of the game, your boy, Christopher Allen Kenworth, the a.k.a. Chris K. Comedy, a.k.a. Party McFly 69420, as seen on Twitch TV. Yeah, man, out here getting ready to do the comedy DP on the night, starting the night here on the Helltown Radio program with my homies, per usual, and then I'm going to scoot on over to On Cue Sports Bar and Grill to do a little bit of jokes with the homies at Black and White Comedy. Heather Joyce will be in the house. I forget who else is going to be there, so I feel bad about that, but it's all good. Ace Jackson and Connor Williams will be there. Then I'm going to come back after I do some pleasantries. I'm going to shake some babies, kiss some hands, come back on the show, finish out the night with the boys. Then we're going to take the party back to On Cue for the St. Patrick's Day Massacre White Guy Appreciation Day party going on. That's what I like to call St. Patrick's Day. I believe it's White Guy Appreciation Day. It's really where it's the day where we just drop all of our white liberal guilt and just give in to all of the shameless and crude behaviors.
Y'all need to drop that white liberal guilt. Just be happy.
Listen, bro, you know how I am. I'm all right with mine. Like, mine's like mine. Look, I buy you a drink twice a month as reparations.
You know what we should do?
Man?
You know,
you get 4 if you were all the way black.
And I say we, as a representative, a card carrying member, we need to put out a report every year on white people, just to let people know. Be like, hey, it ain't all y'all.
Well,
it's really just it's a little bit of y'all.
There's white people and white folks. There's a difference between white people and difference between white folks.
Chris Rock.
There's another black comedian who explains it way better, and I'll link you to it.
Honkies versus rednecks.
But I will say this, man. I think white liberal guilt it's a couple things about it. Number one, it's like oftentimes it comes back around Ouroboros style, and it ends up being insulting. And then number two, if there's any person that I can think of that could definitely exemplify it, it's the dude who needs to introduce himself next. Eddie, do your thing.
Welcome back. Welcome, Quack. It's the Young Duck.
Whack, whack.
Young
Eddie
Duck.
motherfucking Hoffman.
Young Diggy.
In the house.
Waddling up in it.
Eddie_comedy on all socials. Hit me up on Venmo.
Tip jar.
Tip jar.
You can comment. You can leave a message there. I'll respond back. I'll do the heart. I'll do the send thanks. Whatever the fuck, depending on how much you send me.
So I've noticed that. Go ahead, Eddie. I'm sorry.
No, that's kind of it. I don't really know what to say. I'm out here on Party McFly's Twitch last week.
Yeah,
Great stream. We were dying of heat. Then the next day it froze over. I
Yeah,
feel like
dude.
it was in fucking day after tomorrow.
Dude, let me tell you, like that day that it snowed after being 70. I was driving home and like it was a solid wall of people being like, it was 70 yesterday. It snowed today. It was like, I'm not even joking, like 5 of them in a row. I was like, this is ridiculous.
I think I love everybody that like goes on Facebook to say some shit that you already like. It's like
I almost posted it like, water be wet.
Yeah, no, I think the best part is like people do that, and then people put their political views and they put on their like emotional distress and like all these things. They put all this crazy shit on to like validate their like social and intellectual existence. And the thing is, Facebook was invented by a nerd in a dorm room trying to get pussy.
Yeah.
Right? What's next? Like, is like people gonna start like retreading their shit on Bumble? Like, you're gonna put their CNN shit on Bumble.
Bumble's the worst dating app ever.
They're gonna put like their Fox News shit on Tinder. They're gonna put their QAnon shit on Grindr. Because we know that's who we were hitting up, the motherfucking Q. You know who that? I mean, there happens to be a direct correlation between the servers just crashing
Yeah.
at every locality that a bunch of conservative dudes
Yep.
get together at.
Every year where the Republican convention is, it's like that's the highest. That and transporn are the two highest like searches.
Yeah, dude, and that's cool, and that's fine, y'all. I mean, yo,
Well, just
dude,
be honest.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't know. I think there's a certain level of mystique that it makes it fun and interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, but whatever. I'm not. I don't.
Yeah, to
I
each
don't
his own. I
partake.
like my mounds without nuts,
know, man.
but that's to each their own.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I shout out the dudes getting parlays on Grinder though. You know, it's like
What,
they're
a
like
parlay? What? Oh, you
like,
mean they
hand
just,
job, rim job, power bottom.
Dude, yeah, that has got to be an app that sans women has got to be just like, hey, check out my dick, bro. Like,
I'm
all
not. I
day.
am by no means homophobic, and also the biggest compliments I ever get is when I get hit on or I get complimented on my
Yeah.
outfit by a gay dude because they got great taste. But I will say, dudes are gross.
They're so gross.
Dudes are just in general. I'm a dude and I'm gross.
It
and
is
if I
flattering, though.
if it was me and George in a relationship versus me and Kelly, it would just be nothing but gimp masks and Astroglide and fucking super soakers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This whole place would just be strewed. But there
Oh,
was
dude,
a sex swing here. In
I
the
had a
middle of
homie. I had two friends. We both worked at the same place, right? One of them was a very straight dude, but he would watch like max hardcore porn and like fucking like go to like the porn store at like lunch and shit. So like this dude was like
had a problem.
Yeah. And then there was
That's a problem.
another dude that worked there that was in a committed relationship with an older gay dude, but they were talking about how they had a gimp in the trunk this weekend, all this other shit. And the dude that came into work one morning after doing blow and told me he flushed his somebody's head in the toilet while he was fucking him, also was like, they're too much. He said he had a dude in a trunk in his house.
You know,
I was like, you guys are about equal in terms of like from the average person be like, well, that dude flushed somebody's fucking head in a toilet mid coitus. That's kind of weird.
I mean, that's gotta be like
it's not weird. It's just not.
It's not for me.
Yeah, it's not.
for
It's not
me.
vanilla.
It's
I
not
guess
for
it's,
me.
Yeah. And then somebody being like, I got this dude that really wants us to like bang him out, and he wants to wear leather, and we put him in his trunk, and then we take him out and wear that ass out.
All
It's
right.
the same thing.
Hold up real quick. Speaking of people getting their asses worn out and vanilla, bro, I got to bring current events. Current events. It's the Jack Hartlow fucking roasting this week.
What happened? I have no.
He rebranded himself as more black. And so he's got the S
What?
curls. He's got the S curls, bro.
Yo,
Jack
what?
Yes, dog.
Jack Harlow, isn't he white?
Yes, dog. He's the vanilla. I'm the vanilla. You know the guy that makes a song about how he's not like he doesn't do anything cool in bed. He's just
I ain't
like
vanilla,
there.
baby.
Yeah, I'm vanilla baby. And like white guys are like, yeah, drinking Mick Ultra. They're like, ooh yeah, we vanilla baby. Yeah, that dude. So he rebranded himself, and so he's just like the memes are just look it up, bro. If you want to see some wild ass funny,
I'm good.
it's so good, dude. It's so good. Like it's yo. I just gotta say, it takes a lot of heat off of my appropriation. You know, like, cause like I'm just
Michelob Ultra is like if you gargle after a fucking blowjob.
You know, a true story. Michelob Ultra is made in the same factory as Summer's Eve. You know,
It's got a little vinegar taste, but it's refreshing.
You are what you drink, so that explains why they're all douchebags. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know I've got some friends that are cool to drink Kevin Dodd. He all right. Kevin Dodd's all right. There's a few people. There's a few honky friends of mine that get the pass on the Mick Ultra. But I'm just gonna be real. We don't serve Mick Ultra at the Catamount Lounge at 124 East Main Street in front Royal because that's not our market. We are more artisanal. We are more hipster. We are more cool. But I will say there are people that come in that don't take the time to look at the beer list and immediately come up and they're like, yo, I need a Mick Ultra. It's always the same person, right?
Polo shirt.
No. We're in front Royal, buddy. Unless it's Sunday and they just came from church. No, it's like it's always
Got
it's
their
the
good
mesh
jeans
back. It's the mesh back hat. Construction company hat on it with the upside down razor sunglasses on it. You know what I'm saying? That dude. That's the dude who comes in and asks for Mick Ultra at the Catamount Lounge. And it's also funny because they're the same dudes that I see hitting the parlays on Grinder. You know.
Dude, I will say that there's been two really progressive moments for me in Front Royal that showed me that, like, you know, because a lot of people, I don't think this town has a bad stigma, but when people from Northern Virginia think about anything past Marshall, they think about it as like rural, like
Marshall's rural.
Well, like
yeah.
anything past like
Yeah.
it used to be Haymarket, but now it's pretty much the plains around there.
You're right.
The first thing was when it might have been the first time when we went and took pictures at the Knotty Pine, and Matt was there, and Taimichi came in, and two drunk dudes looked like they were gonna fight over her. And that to me was like, this is a good moment. This is I hope they do fight over her. I hope they fight for her love. And then when I got hit on while I was walking to my car in front of the Catamount Lounge, like there were two dudes. They were kind of tall, big dudes walking forward. They looked like they would be in like a new metal band, not new metal like Braids, but like a newer metal band. And I step off the curb because there's two of them walking beside each other. I'm like, "What's up, dudes?" And I about to get in my car, and the dude's like, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then he's like, "Nice ass," and I got in my car and I smiled my whole way home.
Hell yeah, bro!
Like, I'm pretty as fuck.
Yo, man, them squats paid off. You feel me? Like, yeah, dog. That's a good
Look
thing.
at the calves on that neck.
Dude, the best, like, look, man, the 2000, I hold on to these two moments of 2023 like they are my last pennies. Where, in this order, we went to the South African Embassy to go for the wine tasting, and we went there, and so I dressed nicely, and I put on a polo shirt, and I had a blazer, or a sports jacket, and I had on slacks on, and I had matching shoes, and I brought a matching umbrella. And I had a matching. No, I didn't have a sport. It wasn't a sport. It wasn't a sports jacket. It wasn't a sports jacket. It was a matching hoodie that I tied around like fucking white guy style around my shit, like I was Chet.
Oh,
like my name was Chet.
Bro, you was looking like a little pretty piece of meat that night,
baby boy. Let me tell you what happened. So we go and we do the thing at the thing. We catch a little buzz. We decide we're gonna walk to DuPont Circle, which was a terrible idea. It took like an hour and it took forever because somebody was like, "Oh, it's only gonna take us 20 minutes," and it took like an hour and change. Anyways, we get there. We get into DuPont Circle. We get to there's a bakery that Sam wanted to go to, and so we go in the bakery and like so everybody. I'm in the end of our group's line, and there's two dudes behind me, and they're like a nice older gay couple, and you could tell they're wealthy. They got nice watches on. They're dressed nice. You know, they're at this bakery picking up their bread for the week. It wasn't like they getting Wonder Bread. This is how they did this is their Wonder Bread, right? So, anyways. I'm talking to them. We're hee-hawing. I got a little buzz. They think I'm funny. I think they think I'm funny. Like whatever. We get to the they go like some of that. I have to wait for my thing. They get ahead of me. They pay for their shit, and then I roll up and the guy behind the register, and we're in DuPont Circle. He was a twink, and just to be real, not saying that meanly, he was a Twinkie.
Yeah.
And I could tell he is like this dude is somebody's sugar baby. And he looks at me, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, we're just having this like Mexican standoff.
Just look off.
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, so I'd like to pay for my pain au chocolat, and I got some pain au chocolat, and not that that's gay or nothing. And so the dude then looks at me, and goes, well, what do you want? And I was like, well, I want to pay for my pain au chocolat. And he goes, well, your daddy. And I was like, what? He was like, your daddy's paid for it. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, you think that? He was like, no, they paid for your shit. So two things right there. I got my pain au chocolat paid for by a nice gay couple, and that was very nice of them. Shout out my mans. And then I was mistaken as a sugar baby, and it's because I had a matching sweatshirt and umbrella and to my polo shirt, and it was kind of a good look, whatever. And that was very flattering to me. I walked away from that, man. I jumped up and clicked my heels on the way out of the fucking thing. I looked like goddamn Mary Poppins walking down the street with that umbrella that day because I was on cloud nine. And then the second time it was 3 weeks later. I went to Richmond. I was in Richmond hanging out with my homie Eric Holmgren, a.k.a. DJ Billy Crystalfingers, one of my best friends for life. We've been friends since before pubic hair. And we ended up doing we went to dinner, and we went to this nice little hipster bar, and my friend Eric is like the best dressed, most accessorized dude ever, and I decided I had to dress nice, not nice, but I dressed a little, like I put on some cool sneakers, and I had on a cool outfit similar to what I'm wearing now, and we went in, and like we sit down at the bar, and the waitress comes up, and she's like, first of all, she recognized him as being DJ Billy Crystalfingers, which I thought was really cool. I was like, yeah, man, celebrity sighting. Yeah, dog. I was like, hell yeah. I'm like, I'm rubbing elbows with a celebrity. And then the next thing that she says is even better. She goes, you guys are just so cute together. And he's a little offset by it. He's like, what does she mean by that? And I was like, dog, she thinks we're together. I was like, fuck yeah, bro, we made it, dude. I was like, yo, we're fashionable enough and we contrast enough that we give off the vibe of a very progressive.
If y'all were together as a couple, you could have one of those couple names like Chrissy Fingers.
Yeah, dude. I think Rich White Crystal Fingers. Also, I think like we could throw a throwback on my old internet moniker. If you don't know this about me or not, I was known as Rich White III for about 15 years on the internet. Because I had a weird interaction with a probation officer at the advent of my social media career, and then I decided the best way for me not to get in trouble by doing crazy shit online was to change my name online. So I was Rich White III for many years. So there's people that to this day still call me Rich in public. They'll be like, "Yo, Rich, what's up?" And I'm like, "Yo, what's up, dog?"
We used to have this friend that would always get in trouble. Like all the time. I remember one time we were on acid at Mike's Diner, and like I his face was melting right in front of me, but some like lady, I think she was just a magistrate, came up to the table and started trying to talk to us, and I straight just pointed at him. It's like, nah, it's him. Stop talking to me. It's definitely him. This is the person you were here for.
Yeah. No,
But when we used to order books that you didn't want like on your own record, like Anarchist Cookbook or anything like that, we would always use his name at the borders. We would order it under his name. So he's probably got like 5 copies of Anarchist Cookbook and How to Make LSD, all these other books.
I got to get out of here in the next couple minutes because I got to head over to the On Q restaurant.
The On Q restaurant.
Yeah, on Main Street in Front Royal. We're going down there again. We'll be on stage for. I mean, I got a tight 5, and I mean that in the most Christian of ways. And I can't.
You got a loose 10, though.
Nah, man, I ain't taking no loose 10, man. Unless Ty Michi shows up, I ain't taking no loose 10. Shout out Ty Michi. Yo, that's the baddest. That's the baddest bitch in Front Royal.
Take a hard 9.
That's the baddest bitch in Front Royal. I can put that on. Put that on. God, stand on that. I stand 10 toes down on that.
Let's talk.
You don't know? Have you ever met Ty Michi before, Edward?
She's awesome. Just go to Harbor Freight. It's awesome to buy anything at the Harbor Freight because you see these
Harbor Freight.
You see these fucking like definitely straight dudes like go up to buy like a screwdriver set, freaking out about what they gonna say to this woman when they get to the front of the line. It is hilarious. I've stood in that line high as shit, just like this guy in his Chevy hat is fucking furious right now.
I'm gonna leave my bag here.
Cool.
I need to load up my supplies. I got joints check, phone check. What's my battery situation? I'll be all right. I can take care of that there. I'm sure somebody got a charger for me. Actually, I'll just take one. I have one in my bag. What else, man? Yeah, dude, this is gonna be fucking hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna go drop some jokes real quick. And then I'm gonna come back. Yeah, yuck, tee ha ha's, also known as knee slappers. I will.
Gahal.
No thigh slappers though. They have to pay extra for see that one.
Thigh master.
Not for
slappers,
me,
bro.
Not for me. $6.99 a month. You can holler at your boy.
Dude, do you remember when?
Hey.
Yo, by the way, we need to bring back Josh Huff on the show so he can specifically tell the story of his homie.
The one he told after.
Yes, the 2 stories he told after the show, which were better than anything he did on the show. God, dude, it was like, yo, this dude fucking rocked us. He told us 2 of the funniest fucking stories. One about a dude fucking birds, and then another one.
What? Yeah.
And then which is a Smithsonian story, and it really exists. And
Yeah,
like,
100% documented, legal papers.
Real talk. All those Smithsonian people come into the Catamount Lounge at 124 East Main Street in Front Royal, and if I bring up that story and I try to joke about it, they're like, nah, man, that's my boy. Like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, dude.
They get like solemn about it. Like,
yeah.
We'll tell you the whole story later. Or, George, you guys talk about it when I leave. Talk amongst yourselves. Here's a topic. Crane fucker. Talk amongst yourselves. And then the other one was he told us a story about he has a homie that did oh shit, my bad. And he has a homie that does OnlyFans, a dude homie.
Yep.
Yeah. And then he looked at it was $20 a month, and he was like, "What do you have to do for $20 a month?"
Yeah.
And George, I take a leak. You take it from here.
So then he goes on there and he subscribes because he's got curiosity got the cat, thinking it's gonna be him and some shawties, so like at least you get to see shawties. But nah, it's him like fooling around with older gay men.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and this is a straight facing gentleman, but he got lucrative on the booty hole. Like,
Hey.
I couldn't do it.
He's getting in the butt.
I think from what I remember, he was the recipient of the cock.
Damn.
It's a commitment.
I mean, you gotta have subscribers for 20.
I mean, it's
I feel like the pay scale, right? Like,
yeah, 20 isn't enough because
it doesn't seem like it's enough unless he's pulling in thousands.
But
a
also,
month,
the danger level of being the recipient of the penis, statistically, in terms of catching diseases or anything like that, is higher.
Yeah, because they're cutting you up. That's how the AIDS spreads. You can get fucked in the ass by an AIDS guy a couple times. But it's only only when he breaks. He breaks it in a little bit. You get that.
Yeah, like statistically, from what I remember, from sex ed, is it's always the recipient has a higher risk quotient.
Makes sense.
That's why I think that's why levels with straight men are so much lower than they are with straight women and gay men. Gay men being the highest.
That makes sense. Yeah,
dude. Now it's like with these different things like prophylactics towards the actual virus that they have now, PrEP and all these other things. Gay dudes, I don't think it's back to the level it was in the 1970s where it was almost more exciting because it's an underground culture and you got an oppression of these people and you got to live free. So when you get these moments, but AIDS kind of crushed that down a little bit. But if you have a prophylactic against AIDS, we should interview somebody from the gay community. Be like, is it the golden years again, or is it still like?
You gotta get an old guy. But I feel like the problem with I don't know. I feel like, can you keep it up? Are you 60, 70? Somebody that was in the AIDS epidemic.
Well, the gay dudes are always in better shape typically than straight dudes. So I'd say they probably live longer. Like sans like AIDS was the big one. That was the only statistic thing where you would be like gay dudes die from this or more afflicted from this virus than other subgroups. Like with straight dudes, you got hypertension, fucking high blood pressure, all these fucking markers, the John Goodman effect of fucking diseases. That's if I were to if you were to tell me to draw a straight dude and a gay dude, the gay dude would probably be in shape and have a six pack, and the straight dude would look like John Goodman or like Nick Offerman, like somebody like a normal ass looking dude. So
basic man, I feel you. Yeah, definitely.
So Peter Thiel was out here looking swole.
No, Peter Thiel looking wild, but who's the fucking one guy? Brian something?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. The one that wants to live forever.
Yeah, he looks like a fucking alien.
That motherfucker.
He's taking his son's blood.
Yeah.
But then also the crazy part is he's giving his dad his blood. Because he's like, I can't give my son blood to old grandpa. I'll give some of my blood so I can fill me up with son blood.
Like during COVID, there was there was about 4 years of people always on the internet, and it made cool stuff. Like there's a lot of YouTube stuff. If you got into a niche like guitars, you could learn a lot during that time. So a lot of people could have learned. But there was also the other side where you're just seeing conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory, and you have time to be able to look at them and be like, yo, this is crazy. And some people looked at it and was like, yo, there's a lot of crazy people that exist in the United States. And other people were like, yo, did you know the earth is flat? And that shit is nuts to me, that all it took was us not being able to go out and do shit. And then all of a sudden everybody was like, Bigfoot's real and the earth is flat. Because before that, it really wasn't going on. People would talk about these things, but it was always with some candor towards it. It was, hey, bitch.
Yo, say what's up to you're on Party McFly right now. Yo,
what
it's Party
up?
McFly 69420. About to do some broadcasts first. I'm going from Helltown Radio. I'm going to live stream my entire ride over. I'm going to On Cue where I'm going to drop some jokes. Minute. Yeah, I'm going to keep you guys. You guys are going to be streaming the whole time. Then we're going to come back to Helltown Radio, then back to On Cue. It's going to be an extravaganza of sorts, entertainment extravaganza. I'm going to be out of here. Yo, I'm on the way out, guys. Here we go. Eddie, say what's up to the homies.
What's up? It's your boy.
Dankus Magpie.
Dankus Magpie on Twitch. I'm probably going to make a new one. You guys will know. I'll have the reveal on Party McFly 420 69
420
69 420.
First, baby.
Actually on Sunday mornings I do a Twitch cast. I do.
It's
actually I'm on Dirtbox Radio or Dirtbox Studios or radio. It's my homie Solomon Grungy from Denver. We talk serious geopolitics while playing Grand Theft Auto.
That's what's up. Don't touch me. He's squeezing me inappropriately, people on Twitch.
Yeah, he touching that dick tip.
I'm getting you a TOS violation on Twitch.
TOS. Dude. So, man, since we've had a show, because we didn't have one last week.
Because of, what was it?
Chris had run roughshod over himself since coming back from South Africa, and Lita is sick. So I was like, yeah, we're not doing the show. Chris had suggested doing it by the river, but I'm skeptical of the internet signal.
Yeah, I was when he said that, I was like,
it's a nice idea. It would it would look good if we planned it was a sunny day.
Yeah.
No clouds. It'd be hard to control the sound.
Yeah. You'd have to get real targeted mics.
Yeah,
you know, you'd have to get something that really isn't picking up any background noise.
Yeah, the exact opposite of what you need for radio.
Yeah,
I guess. But it was so when everything was good, and I don't want to get super political because I know people don't like to talk about politics, but we got to talk about current events. So before the break, we weren't at war. Now we are. That shit just happened.
Oh, they fucking kill streak the Ayatollah, like day 2 or something.
So I stopped paying attention because I'm just like I can't speak for everybody else in the show because everybody probably has different opinions. I'm really anti-war because I don't think it really solves anything. We end up just rebuilding a country. It's just a device to make private industry money in the United States, and it affects other people, and it never. This is going to sound fucked up. All right, war, we should never do it because the only way to totally win a war is to eradicate the people you're fighting against, to kill everybody, right? And then we have rules of engagement, and those are like stoplights. They only work if we all agree to. So if you have us or other countries doing shit that's like sort of like other countries are like, why are you doing that? They aren't going to do anything because they're not trying to get bombed, but they're also going to be like, why are you doing that? So I do think that it's weird because everything's happening so fast, and like for instance, I have stopped paying attention because I just don't want to see it anymore. After everything that happened to Israel, it's like, bro, I'm kind of burned out. I'm still on the same tip. Like, fuck that shit. We shouldn't do this. There's ways that you should. The same way I talked to my daughter when she was like 7 and somebody had pissed her off, unless they had stole her shit or like hit her previously. Hey, don't put hands on people. Like, use your words.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody put hands on her, yo, whip that ass, put it on.
They started it,
but now we're the one that went over to somebody's house and was like, your mama's a whore, and then slapped the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And then they locked their back gate so we can't get out, because it was from what I understand, I don't know too much about war. I haven't even played Call of Duty that much. But there is a place called the Strait of Hormuz, very, very hard to get out of. And it's like they have what looks to be a peninsula that just sticks out right out into the water. So that's a tactical advantage if I've ever seen one. If I was playing Grand Theft Auto, I'd be like, yo, if there's a boat in the water, I'm going to blow it up right here. Like, so it's like,
just sit here all game with my rocket launcher.
I'm going to just camp right here. Ruin people's days. Like, I do think that I don't know why I'm surprised.
I don't,
because Pete Hegseth just doesn't never. No, I want a general that looks like he's like got like early starting heart disease.
Yeah.
He's like tired as shit. I don't want somebody with slicked out hair that's got tattoos that show me how many pull-ups he can do. Bitch, get back in the office. I want your body to wither away. I want your brain to work. Like,
I want somebody that's been through it.
Yeah,
seen,
in your 20s you were killing people. Not anymore. You've trained 20-year-olds. Yeah.
It's got to be where, like, you say, like, we go to war and it's not even a question. You're going to be front lines. You know?
Like Petraeus. I don't agree with these generals, but like, or Mattis. At least if they were there, I'd be like, yep, people are going to die and they're going to hate themselves. Like, when fucking old Hegseth is the head, you're like, they're going to make cappuccino and then shit themselves. Like, Like, it's just fucking does not. I'm not intimidated. Like for instance, I think Mattis. If I was in a combatives class at Quantico and Mattis walked on when he was like the fucking in Trump's first term, that dude that walked in, the dude that was like, every room I walk into, I have a exit process that might end up in everybody in that room dead. There's like some wild ass shit like that.
Yeah,
that dude in his 60s probably would give me trouble. Like if we were doing MMA, he'd probably be trying to like throat chop me, all kinds of crazy ass shit.
Yeah,
Pete Hegseth tomorrow on the fucking, like if he wanted to come to the gym, I would fucking choke him unconscious. I don't, maybe not. Maybe he has some skills. I could be falling into hubris, but he just doesn't strike me as the type of man that can defend himself that well. And if you're the head of the Department of Defense, you should look like The Rock. I'll be honest. You should look like The Rock mid filming of Smashing Machine. Like him and Brock Lesnar. Just like, you know how intimidating it would be if we had Brock Lesnar as like the first dude off the fucking ship, just like like into the water, just go like I'd run.
Yeah. We pull up the fucking World War II thing, and that shit just drops. And we have like 1-2 Brock Lesnar's come out, like they're running. You're like, holy fuck!
And they're still wearing WWF gear. They're not even wearing like camo.
Nothing even. Maybe he's got like a bandolier,
big dick knife on his chest or whatever the fuck he has on his chest. That would be fucking awesome. I always thought like it would be awesome if like one surefire way, if you were the first like black female president, like if you were like Oprah, pre-Epstein shit, you get like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to be your running mate.
Yeah.
Because that assures you two things, like they know that it's not gonna get any better, and two, you can make a movie out of a revenge tour that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would commence on somebody. You killed my president.
Yeah,
he raised the eyebrow. Next thing you know, nah, but that would it would be like Idiocracy if fucking Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was president.
Yeah, I mean. You know, solid actor. I don't see there being a lot of, philosophy up there.
He's like, oh, what do you have to say about the economic structure of our tariffs post-Trump? The Rock says.
I'm gonna change my answer though. Dave Bautista. I think Dave Bautista could run the shit out of a vice president.
Wild ass thing about Dave Bautista, he's actually trained at my gym before.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he's a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu practitioner,
really?
And he lived in Tampa, but his mom and his family was from Sterling.
I think I did. Yeah.
And our gym is like right behind Dulles Airport, and for years we were the only like Gracie school, like, maybe still like Gracie, the same Gracie family that he was under.
Lineage.
Yeah. So like when you come to town, you look for, or you ask your coach, like, hey, who's in the network or who's like, under us. And then he just showed up. We've had that happen before, like a couple of different, like just wild people. Who was the other one that showed up? Batista was funny because it was in the middle of the day. So it was just like, imagine sitting at the front desk and you see this fucking refrigerator of a human being walk up. And it was funny because the front desk dude, guy John Kerman, was an actual pro wrestler and did MMA too. So like that shit would probably be nuts if you're like a pro wrestler and then fucking homie walks in. What the hell? Yeah. Oh, I've had some. I don't think I've told any of these stories. Did you ever hear of a guy named what is his name? Louis Resto. There was a documentary on HBO called, like, I think it was like Death in the Ring or something like that. So Louis Resto fought a white fighter. I should fucking look this up and get the names right. There was a match in the 80s. There was a guy, a white Irish guy. Fucking wild that I'm fucking on St. Patrick's Day. We're gonna talk about this.
Oh, we have to.
But there was a famous boxing trainer named Panama Lewis, and he was really shady. He had trained a guy, I believe, named Aaron Pryor before, and Aaron Pryor was losing a fight. And then, because you can see all this stuff, because it's all like, it was on like ABC Wild World of Sports back in the day, and he is in the corner. He's like tired. He's like gassing out. And then Panama Lewis, and he's got a Jerry curl. It's awesome. He's like, hand me the bottle. He's like, no, the bottle I mixed. And he hands it to him, and he drinks it. And this motherfucker comes out the next round is a beast. They put Coke straight in that water. Like that, yeah. So that type of shit.
Diluted some shit in there.
So, with Luis Resto, when he was fighting, there's a history.
What would it feel like to drink Coke? Like, do you feel like Coke? It can't taste good, right?
I don't know. I had a fucking when I was immature, when I was in the throes of divorce, I got like Coke from this one girl one time, and it was half me trying to hang out and half like hey, let's do some powder. Yeah. She definitely showed up with wet cocaine. I was like, she just ripped me off. Please leave my house. I've learned my lesson. Don't hang out. Don't. If somebody offers to sell you cocaine and they got like smudged makeup or like maybe they draw on their eyebrows.
Nope.
No.
You ain't getting what you're paying for.
Yeah, you definitely you erase that number immediately.
Yeah, block that.
Like, oh man, I hope she don't remember where my house is. Nah, but for real, that would be terrible if you brought like some like crazy girl to your house and then like spent the rest of your time worrying if she was gonna break in when you weren't there. Man, I gotta check. You would compulsively check windows every time you left.
That's a fucking weird contraption. You ever seen those women on TikTok where like it's just fear mongering basically? It's like, what do I do when I get into a hotel? And they like fucking John Wick their room up, just lock it 1,000 ways.
So if you get a lock and then you get the extra like door stopper, like floor stopper, you should be good. They shouldn't be able to get in there. Also, have non-lethal devices or lethal devices if you're traveling alone as a woman. It sucks that you have to deal with that shit. Yeah. It fucking is horrible, but fucking kill all rapists, I guess. Like fucking, I'd much rather have a woman like blow a hole in some dude's head.
Yeah, 'cause he's trying to get in.
Yeah, yeah, fucking kill him.
I agree. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I've told dude, my daughter used to hate leaving here. Like when I first moved in here, the road, this street used to be a little bit more ghetto. There was like a lot more like hood houses, and then the houses got bought, and now they're duplexes all up and down the street. So it was a lot of like chiller. But she would want to walk the dog I had previous to Charlie. Yeah, and I'd be like, yeah, you can take her for a walk. You have your knife? And she'd be like, yes. And I'd be like, what do you mean yes? I was like, what do you, if somebody grabs you from behind, what do you do with the knife? She was like, you cut on the inside of the thighs. Why? The femoral artery. I was like, yeah, like, yo, you will remember this, like, when you're, like, 19 and you're in college, hopefully, that you always have a goddamn knife. She told me some shit today. It's St. Patrick's Day, right? She's in college. She's not 21, but she's in college. Yeah. I'm just like, be safe. Just be safe and be smart. But she said she was going to go to a party that's like a mile away from her house. And I was like, that's watch out for other cars. It's not you. It's going to be other people. Yeah. And then she says a sentence that I was like, this does not make me feel better. She was like, it's all good. I'll just scoot there. And I was like, bitch, you ain't even got a cage around you. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, that does not make me feel better as a parent. Like, I'll just scoot there at night.
Fucking Swifty on that shit, dog.
I'll ride on the sidewalks. Oh,
should do a fucking Mario power slide if he sees it coming.
Yeah, dude.
Hit a jump boost or something.
Yeah, not a green.
Fuck, he's talking about a scoot?
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
I was like, yeah, all right, fuck it. Just be safe. Call me when you get home, please, for fuck's sake. Yeah. I'm gonna be up at like midnight. Fuck is my baby at? Luis Resto. So he's a Puerto Rican boxer. He trained, and his fight was against, in 1983, a gentleman known as Billy Collins. What had happened was they had removed some of the padding from over top of the knuckles. And I believe that they wrapped partially his knuckles. Is that you? Okay, cool. I thought it was my phone.
I was worried.
Oh, yeah, that would be a problem.
But I think they wrapped a little bit of plaster of Paris in with his hand wraps. So
yeah.
And he beat the living fuck out of this white dude. This white dude, typically, he could take a beating, but he wasn't known as being like a brawler, a guy that like took a lot of shots. He beat him till he had the big ass like raccoon ET eyes. He beat the fuck out of this man. To where he had to have surgery. They thought he was never gonna box again because he had detached retinas. There's some debate because there's the documentary and there's been legal cases that his father thought he could win the court case and sue the athletic commission, and he would have won a bunch of money, more than a boxer would make during his whole career.
Yeah.
I think they ended up losing or arbitrating it out.
Yeah.
Billy Collins ended up dying. He hit a tree. Some people say he was very depressed after not being able to box anymore, and he killed himself by running in the tree. Some people said he died and ran into a tree. So I don't really remember. Like, there's a lot of conjecture because it was like 35 years ago.
Yeah.
But Billy, after the match, Billy Collins' dad grabbed his gloves, and you could feel that there was no padding. Everything got investigated. Resto ended up getting expelled from the sport for life. Can't get sanctioned. Can't be a manager. Panama Lewis could help train, but could no longer be out in a corner because he was the one that wrapped the hands and did the gloves. When I started training at Capitol, when we first opened, when I first started training at the Loudon location after it opened up, there was a place called Wings and Things across, and it was owned by a Puerto Rican family. It was two younger Puerto Ricans. And then a gentleman would come out. He was like an older dude, kind of talked like he had a little bit of like pugilistic dementia or like CTE beginnings, as well as a thick Puerto Rican accent. And he had a long rat tail that was braided, which I always thought was fucking funny as shit. Like almost, it looked like typical 80s like Manny Tapia type dude. And he would hit the heavy bag, and for being a dude that was in his 50s, like, damn, this motherfucker hits hard as shit. And he would like show you little shit with like your footwork. And then he was in the gym, and he was training with some of our Muay Thai fighters and just like helping coach a little bit, and like just like because he'd come over from his kid's business. And then he told me, like, he was sitting in the front, he was like, HBO's gonna film me. HBO's gonna film me. All this stuff. He's super happy about it. And all that stuff happens. Like, I don't see, like, they don't. I think they came to our gym for a little bit. I think in the documentary you might see our gym.
Oh shit!
Like back in the day. I have to watch it again because I know they filmed. Like, but I don't know if they filmed in our gym or if they just filmed him. Because they definitely filmed in his kid's restaurant. And then the documentary comes out, and everybody figures out that's who that is, because we didn't know him. We were just like, that's the dude that can box. And I was like, holy shit, dude! This dude's been teaching me footwork like every now and again when I'm fucking up. Like, and this dude, but in the documentary I watched it, he kind of got fucked over. It was all Panama. Panama got like trainers and get like 10% of your purse. So if his fighter won, he got more money a lot of times. And the Aaron Pryor stuff. So Resto got punished more than the guy that actually facilitated everything and was like, nah, these are the gloves we're using. This is like what we're doing. Like when he's getting his hand wrapped, the dude just stick his hands out. So I do think that maybe he should have got suspended for like 4.5 years, and Panama should have got suspended or like should have been able to train anybody for the rest of his life. But they're in the documentary. They go to like gyms because he can't train anybody to where he can bring them out to the ring. So he can't be their corner man. He can't be their main dude. But he can train people. But he doesn't want people to know who he trains. And this camera crew comes into a gym, and he's like an old ass, like Dominican looking dude, and he's got a straw hat on. And it's like, what you would think a dude named Panama Lewis would look like. And they go to film him, and he starts getting pissed. He's got all these gold chains on, and he's runs to his car. And he's like, away.
I gotta look this up. What is this called?
It's Billy Collins, and let me see what this movie's called. And he was a pretty good fighter. Like, really actually good. Holy crap. He lost like 3 fights in a row, but most of his, like, he'd get on these spurts where he'd win, and his last fight was the no contest. Assault in the Ring. It was
Assault in the Ring.
Yeah, it was came out. Yep. It won a sports Emmy. You might see my gym in that bitch.
If it did, you put it up on the wall.
Yeah, dude, this totally makes sense. This is 2008. This is like right when I first like started training like super hard all the time. It was right after I had my kid.
Yeah.
I was at the gym all the time. I worked right behind the gym. So I'd see this dude like 3 times a week.
That's fucking crazy. That's that motherfucker.
Fuck Panama Lewis.
Fuck. I mean, yeah. What a name though.
Yeah.
What a name. Like that is iconic. That's like fucking like like fuck him for what he did, but like you can't be named Panama Lewis and not be crooked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Like that's not like the name of like the hero, you know? Like that's the villain in a Rocky movie or something.
It's Panama Lewis.
Panama Lewis. You know, like it would cut to him. You know, it would be like a real schlocky kind of thing. You like see him really rapping it, and he's got like an evil look to his face, maybe like a toothpick. God damn.
Yeah, Panama Lewis, right?
Oh yeah, no, I can see, dude. Him in a straw hat. Oh my god.
I'm here, you batty boy.
Oh, dude. I mean, that is what I imagined. Beautiful. I mean, it's great stash on him too. You know.
Oh, look at him now. This is him now. He's got all gold teeth.
Holy shit.
He looks like Barrington Levy. Jesus Christ. Matter.
Oh my fucking god.
Dude, yeah. So oh yeah, and here's Billy Collins after the fight, bro.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, it looks like somebody snatched his eyes out of his head.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's horrifying.
Yeah, so if you wrap plaster of Paris around your hands and take out the padding on a glove, you'll beat somebody half to death.
God damn. I can't. Can he see?
I think he had eyesight, but it was. If you build up that much scar tissue, I wouldn't doubt that there was some like damage.
Yeah.
Like macular.
I mean, like I feel like your eyelids wouldn't work right after that.
I mean, I do know that, like, all right,
muscles.
In terms of when your orbitals break, there's danger because of the interocular pressure. There's a plate that goes underneath your eye. You know how Sylvester Stallone like had that droopy eye thing?
Yeah,
that can happen to you. I don't know if that's how he had it. I think he just had like a birth defect. But like if that,
I think it was Stallone, like the little metal things to like pull the baby out or something.
Oh, the forceps.
Yeah.
Well, then they probably crushed that plate or something.
Yeah.
But I had a friend that he 2 things happened to this dude. Dude was kind of wild. He fell off a roof in Richmond, like a 3-story roof, but he was piss fucking drunk, and he hit the ground and didn't die. But he fucked his face up a lot. Like not a lot. A lot sounds fucked up. His face didn't look different. He just looked like one of his eyes was fucked up.
Yeah.
But he had also got his ass kicked at a party. I like the type of like fight where girls are screaming. Like, so I was at this party and it was high school people. So there were some people that were like the type of people that were rednecks, but like Tupac, but still said the M-bomb all the time. Yeah. That weird dichotomy. So that type of dudes that wear blue lugs in the early 90s. And, so they're chilling. They come up, like everybody's hanging out. There's a keg in the backyard, and his parents are home. People are in and out of the house. Like nobody, like just don't go to my dad's office. This motherfucker is pissed drunk, blackout drunk, and he goes in the house and he gets lost. So he's just standing in the doorway of a room, not doing anything, just standing there.
Yeah.
And fuck these drunk rednecks just grabbed him up like, what are you doing in my house, bro? You're just standing and fucking. Yeah. All of a sudden I hear a bunch of commotion like, oh my God. I run around the house and it's a dude that has come with me getting the shit stomped out of him. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And at the time I was probably like, I was pushing like 400 pounds. I look like a light-skinned bone crusher. So people typically move the fuck out of my way.
Yeah.
So I run up and like right when I'm about 10 feet up, he gets kicked in the face with a Timberland.
Oh,
like right below his eye. And I knew at that moment something was fucked up because he was just holding his eye and like, ooh. And I pick him up and bring him to the car. He won't let us bring him to the motherfucking hospital, right? And he's like, no, don't bring me. So he makes us bring him home. He's blackout drunk. He wakes up the next morning. His parents bring him to the hospital. He's an adult.
Yeah.
And we talked to him like 3 days later. And I'm like, yeah, why didn't you let us bring you to the hospital? And he was like, I just didn't want to go. I was like, I thought it was because you didn't have insurance and you didn't want to get the bill. And he's like, no, I have insurance. I have good insurance. And I was like, you fucking idiot. We should have just brought you. Yeah, dude. That's what I thought. I was like, man, what if you had a subdermal hematoma?
Yeah.
But for like years, he might still have it. Like one of his eyes, it like droops like almost like Sylvester Stallone. And it's because that plate got broken.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it could. Like that's. What the fuck was that?
The fuck was that?
Ooh, that might have been all right, so I don't know what is, but I live adjacent to a shopping center.
Yeah.
And where the trucks go to load and unload, there's a speed bump, and I can hear when that truck hits it sometimes. But they've also been doing utility work over here, and there's a culvert that runs like diagonal, I think, underneath that building to like one of the drains over here. So I think I've been thinking about this. I'm like, yeah, what are they doing underneath this ground? Is it going to open up? This going to be a hellhole? Like,
oh, shit, yeah.
But like, one night I woke up to go get water, and they were working all night in front of my house, joking around and shit. Charlie's walking around like, bitch, who's in front of my house? All night. I hear click, clack, 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 clack. Dudes talking about, like, that Mountain Dew Code Red. And next thing I know, like, I get up to go fucking get some water at Cottonmouth, and I turn on the water, and I'm like, it's low pressure. And it's like, I was like, they didn't even let us know. They just thought we was going to be asleep so they could just take our water.
That's fucked.
What if I'm nocturnal?
True. There was one time I was driving around Front Royal, and they were just popping hydrants.
They do that every now and again. If they're doing it in a row, I think they do it to flush everything like once or twice a year.
I just thought it was weird. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
You ever had a friend that had one of those things to pop it?
No.
Dude, like every now and again, if you go to like Habitat for Humanity or like Goodwill, you'll find them. And if you look up like fire hydrant wrench and then know what they look like, you could find them. But like back in the day, I like one of my friends from Manassas had one. He was just randomly open fucking hydrants.
That's fucking sick. I respect it.
I
respect the fuck out of it.
I lived in the hood, but it was like they had courtyards in between everything, so people just had slip and slides out in that bitch. It's like we never had like fire hydrant shit.
Yeah. Didn't have to.
No, our neighborhood had fucking speed bump jumping contests.
Oh shit!
You ride as fast as you could and try to jump on your BMX. You wouldn't believe how many people landed and made sounds like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Yeah, I'll probably catch the handlebars to the chest.
Oh, dude. Getting the wind knocked out of you, I think, was the scariest thing that ever happened to me as a kid.
I don't even know. I think somebody punched me once and I got knocked. I was like, he hit me at like the right moment. That shit fucking sucked.
Dude, yeah, like there is something like getting hit in the solar plexus or anywhere in the body. If you're not like blocking, it's just soft tissue. So like it hurts real bad. I saw.
Not being able to breathe.
It's funny. It's St. Patrick's Day. I had friends back in the day. Like one of my best friends. I do the Twitch cast with that lives in Colorado. His whole family's Irish shit, like IRA Irish. Like be talking about like different like people from the Revolution. Know their history. They're really into it. So on St. Patrick's Day, they had wild ass St. Patrick's Day. They have a keg. And fucking, we would box. So like, yeah, dude, a bunch of drunk, fucking wild ass, fucking skateboarders and shit, and fucking hip hop people listen to Irish music and drinking and boxing. Like, so I boxed pretty good, and I definitely like had 2 matches, and like did all right. And then I saw 2 of my friends that don't fight.
Oh shit!
It was great. They was like, one of them was a hippie, and the other one was a musician. And I don't know what happened. Somebody got hit. I don't remember which one of them, but I remember the fight ended by one of them was like, "Oh no, my kidney!" Like it wasn't even like, and it wasn't even like, "Oh!" It was just like, "Nope, not more." It was like, "All right."
Didn't hit it hard enough for it to be real.
I'm glad that they still fought though. The 2 not fighting ass motherfuckers went out there and put on a show just because of the holiday, and you gotta appreciate that.
Yeah, That's what you want to see. Too many people are trained. I want to see pure, just off the street, just no ability. Who's that one guy? The bum fights guy.
Oh, dude.
Did you ever see when he went on Dr. Phil dressed as Dr. Phil?
Yeah, dude.
Pissed him the fuck off. That was I was like,
that's
you
like
gotta respect.
So like,
that's hilarious.
Bum fights. When I looked at it, like I never watched any of it, but I would see clips because that was like early, like that was pre-YouTube. That was like when you would just get links and it would just play a video like a quick time. It reminded me of skate videos, so I knew the type of person that was making it. Like I was like, this 100% reminds me of even the way they're filming it. They would use like fisheye lenses on a lot of shit, and it was like, I guarantee you, this person is filming skate videos during the day. So like as soon as I saw that clip, I was like, yeah, that's a skateboarder. He's like, I'm not gonna win this argument. I'm just gonna be outlandish and maybe I'll get notoriety out of it. They fucked up because it was like it definitely exploited them because none of the people that did that shit got any their lives didn't get any better.
Yeah.
If this gonna sound so fucked up. If the fighters from bum fights ended up like moving into houses and having like stable lives, nobody would have said shit to him.
No.
But when he's like, "Hey, we got him a sandwich and crack and a hooker," like,
give him some money,
I'm exploiting your disease.
Have your prize fighter, This is my greatest one.
Oh, dude.
Like Vince, who's Vince McMahon's dad? Motherfucker like that,
Yeah.
Back when they used to have their own little sections of the country,
Yeah. Bruno San Martino. Dude, I would fucking. Oh man, that's one of those things where like I can't I have problems. Like there's certain movies I can't watch because like they'll do a technique and like especially chokes. If I watch a movie and somebody's choking somebody, even my kid will do it now too. If somebody cinches in a choke and they don't have their bicep on one carotid artery and the front of their forearm on the other, and they go like this, I start to be like, that wouldn't choke you unconscious. I'll settle for a bar choke, but if it's not like this, and then the quickness of them like portraying somebody's dying, the person passes out, so they're gonna get back up. It's just like one of those video games where you got stun versus kill. Like that thing's gonna pop back up. But you could choke somebody for like a minute and a half. You got to think about it. It's the same as asphyxiation or depriving the brain of oxygen. That's all you're doing, and you're only cutting off a small supply. So it's not like you're cutting off all of it. So like that's a slow death. It's like because that does happen when you start to get choked out. This is something that I don't know if anybody has. Have you ever been choked unconscious?
No.
So.
I knew kids that would choke each other unconscious.
Yeah, like
to get high or something. I was like, the fuck are we doing?
It's not even high. What happens is, all right, so when you start to choke somebody, you're cutting it off, and it almost feels like, because I felt it in different chokes, and it feels the same. Like a triangle choke, somebody will have legs around you, so it'll feel like their legs are smashing your head. But really what it is your brain is losing all the oxygen, so your eyes stop working, so you get like this tunnel vision. Everything comes down to like a single thing. So like whenever I get choked out, like I've had it happen like 2 or 3 times. Like most of the time you'll know what's coming on, but I've had times where I wake up and somebody has my legs. I'm like, damn, that was quick. But you just get this little tunnel that goes off. So that shit is hilarious to me because you're like, sometimes you have a split second to laugh. You're like, oh. But when you come to, 2 things happen. This has happened to me every time. The combination of you're usually laying on your back and they're holding your legs up, being like, come on, they're trying to get blood back into your like brain. Since your legs are on somebody or somebody's holding them, there's a sensation of your hips or your legs first before like anything else. So you're like, I hope I didn't piss myself. And then you're like, there's this feeling, a super warm feeling, because it's like your body's coming to. It's like waking up out of a super deep sleep, and you're like, "What's going on?" That's the feeling, at least for me, that I've always gotten. Some people describe it as being sort of like a nitrous, but I don't.
I feel nitrous is in some ways, You're depriving the brain of oxygen.
Yeah. So I could see how it's close to the same thing. I mean, it's like, I've definitely slept with women that are like choke me, and that's the feeling they were going for. It's like that feeling before you don't like compress the airway. Yeah. That's uncomfortable. But if you squeeze, it's definitely like, yeah, and then they pop up and they're like, yeah, let's go to war. Damn, shout it.
Let's go to war.
Yeah, as long as your girlfriend isn't trained by Panama Lewis, you should be good.
Oh. Imagine halfway through she fucking donkey punches you. Some fucking plaster.
You're like, bitch, how'd you get back there?
What the hell?
That would be fucking terrible.
That would be horrifying. That would be fucked up.
Have you ever seen that movie Antichrist?
No.
It's got William Dafoe in it. I watched it with Lita one time, but I thought I had started to watch it like 2 or 3 times, and I thought it's called the Antichrist. This is gonna have like a big ass devil in it or something. It was gonna be about like the Omen or something. Yeah. No, it's not that. But there's a scene in it where William Dafoe's crazy wife or baby mom, both, smacks the shit out of his dick a bunch of times with a hammer. I'm talking like the type where you're like, leave him alone. Yeah, dude. And it's like right up on it when it happens.
Yeah.
And in my life, I felt sorry for characters in movies. Yeah. You know, you feel sorry for Forrest, man. Jenny keeps just fucking him over. You feel sorry for different people, like atrocities, you know, different shit they show. But nothing made me sad seeing that. That was like, leave him alone, mean woman. Leave his gents alone.
This is the dick, right?
Oh, she smacks them. I won't even look this up. It's so bad. Like his. We'll bring it up when Lita's here next time. Like it's one of those where like. I'm
sure, man. It's no ball. It's just all dick.
It just. I might have tried to get, like done a mental like detox of this. Like I will look at it again after this. Fuck, it's terrible.
Yeah, well, that sounds horrifying.
It strangely, I don't know. I think it's worth. I mean, all right. So, have you seen Terrifier 3?
No, I don't really watch.
Yeah, like it like movies, that one is more like a trauma movie where it's like there's so much blood that it's like obvious that it's fake.
Yeah.
But they do stuff that like wouldn't happen, but is like the anatomy is accurate. So for instance, in that the ball hitting with hammer scene in Antichrist to me is worse than in Terrifier, where this couple's about to do it and then they see the Art the Clown and he's got a chainsaw. So the dude initially is on like crawling because he gets his leg cut or something. Yeah. He's crawling on the floor, water, it's stereotypical horror shit, and then fucking Art takes that chainsaw and cuts his butt cheeks off. And it's just cut butt cheeks. You're like, ooh, that's gross. But then this motherfucker does what you would do. Roll over because you don't want your butt cheeks cut up anymore.
Oh, no.
But then your nuts are there. And he chainsaws through the nuts. But something that wouldn't have happened but would have been hilarious. Both the balls sort of fall out of the sack and are just like dangling there. So it's like. Jesus Christ. And seeing that in the movie theater in a regular AMC movie theater is the move. If you're going to see a super gory movie, don't see it at Alamo where everybody, like at Psycho Cinema. Do see it there. But. It is good to have a refresher and like the stuff you watch actually grosses other people out.
The little lipness test of the average person going in.
How bad off am I with this desensitization? I don't know. I can't watch surgery shit. I know a lot of people that can, and I'm like, ooh, can't do it, man. That's somebody's like kneecap. Yeah, I shouldn't be seeing that.
My cousin, his job is he's the kneecap replacement salesman. Or not like knee replacement salesman.
Oh, so they're like selling like the part that scrolls in and screws in. Ooh.
Like that metal piece. But he's like, he tells the doctor, he's like, you should go for this one. He's in operation rooms like every day.
Oh.
I was like, how the fuck do you do that?
He's like, I got to.
I'm making that money. But it's just like, I didn't know, like, motherfuckers, there are people in the room that are not like doctors or nurses. Like he's just there, like advising them
Yo.
like, how to like properly install it and shit.
I wish I would have got videotape of my surgery for like my neck, because they definitely had a device they showed me before the surgery. Like they showed me what was gonna go into my neck, everything like that. But I didn't see any reps. I definitely like every time like, and this was like,
I think he comes in after you're out.
Yeah, he just diddles my doo-doo hopper. Just fucking, but I remember it was like it's probably like this big. It was I think it was 1 or 2 cadaver disc sections, and they were wrapped in some like mineral. So like it was like super green and like, I don't want to say like rocky looking, but like you could tell it was like sprayed on or covered on, and it was so the body would absorb it faster. And they had like the name of the person's discs that I got and all this other stuff.
That's fucking wild.
But it held it like they had but I had titanium plate and like all these screws to the front of the neck. Now they don't like, now they have articulated discs or like what's it called, stem cells they can inject into it. So the neck surgery, go to Panama, get some of these neck cells.
Well, Panama will definitely sell you a neck cell.
Oh, they give you like 42. They're like, yo, I got 50-11 of them in the vat. Boop, boop, boop. So we were talking about Peter Thiel earlier. Did you hear what happened this week?
No, what happened?
This crazy motherfucker is apparently, I didn't know about this. I just saw the headline and I looked into it. He gives like TED Talks at like universities. I think they're most of the time they're like some type of weird religious deal. Yeah, but he talks about the Antichrist and who he thinks is going to be, and he gives like names of people that, you know who one of the people he thinks could be the Antichrist?
Who?
Greta Thunberg.
Oh my god, what? Little fucking autistic girl that took a sailboat across the ocean?
Yeah, like
she's the Antichrist.
Yeah. And like I thought like, if you were gonna like, cause I don't want to say I grew up in the church. I had a Abrahamic religion or Judeo-Christian basis for like the moral code that my parents gave to me. My parents went to church. I went to church at certain points. I think the church they went to was one of those evangelical churches, which I now call the worst churches, because they're not like, they're like franchises. They ain't even like real parts of the community.
No, they're not like connected to nothing. It's just some motherfucker.
And they sold stuff, and that was one thing that I always like, because I remember being like, when I was a kid, this is gonna sound fucked up. You know how like in children's Bible they have just pictures of Jesus doing shit or different people doing stuff, and they had a cool ass picture of Jesus flipping over tables with the money changers that were like are people that were doing money stuff in the church or the synagogue. He went in there and flipped. How you gonna sell shit in Jesus or in God's house? How did my daddy? He like wild out. And in that church that my parents went to, when you would walk out in or out, they would have like, they'd be selling tapes of the sermons.
Fuck
and I was just like, oh, they're fucking full of shit. Like, my parents aren't fighting, so this is good. But these people are full of shit. Yeah. And turns out, right, so like 20 years goes past. Like, other members of my family go to that church, like a couple of my aunts. And some higher up in that church, I don't know, I don't remember off the top of my head who it was. My grandmother got cancer and died of cancer not relatively quickly, but she did, and she died. And it was, and a member of the family of the preacher, I don't know if it was the preacher, the wife, or the kid, said something to my aunt that the reason my grandmother died is because she didn't pray hard enough. And I was really happy nobody told me about that, because I'd have fucked somebody up. Like, I'd have showed up, I'd have like, remember me? I used to go here all the time. You a dickhead. What did you just tell my aunt? I fucking crack. You gonna be a one-eyed preacher, because I'm taking one of them bitches home. I'm gonna snatch that shit clean out. You gonna remember this day. Yeah, don't fuck with my grandma.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, but
that's fucked up.
Obviously, my aunt is not. She was like, "What? We don't go there no more."
Yeah, I would. That's crazy.
Yeah,
and like that's manipulative. Like, that's some fucking tithing shit. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, they did that tithing shit.
Yeah.
I would sit there. They did the faith healing shit, and I went up one time, and it wasn't because I was like, yeah, they gonna heal me up. I didn't have anything. I was like 16. It's like, let's see if this shit's real or not. and they went for the first push, and I didn't fall over, and I was like,
oh,
it's not real. And then they went for the second one, and I was like, I'll put him down here, and I'm just laying on the ground. People are like laying on the ground talking in tongues, and I'm just sitting there like, when does this get over with? Like, so maybe I'll play agnostic. Maybe it's real to them. Maybe something does happen. Maybe there's some quantifiable thing. But to me, it seemed like a lot of people that were under mass hypnosis or that like this.
Yeah,
where you would just go along with it because everybody's going along.
Yeah,
with it.
Suggestive, whatever the things that hypnotists do.
Yeah, they were like, oh, dude, it is hilarious to see that shit and just. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of times where people were looking at me that also were like probably getting paid from the shit that knew it was fake. Would see me and it'd be like, wow, this is a money making scheme. That's fucking. They would definitely have those speeches where they're like, you need to give 10%. They'd always have a building fund, but that's the thing with black churches too. Back in the day, it was always a building fund, and you got to build them. But this one, these motherfuckers bought like warehouse sections in warehouse parks or like business parks. Yeah, they would have like damn near a whole like warehouse section.
That's fucking insane.
Like I've worked for other companies that sold millions and millions of dollars of like T-shirts and like sold stuff to Hot Topic. They were so big. And we had a smaller warehouse than they did for church.
That's fucking crazy.
Like the gear that they had to do like their praise and worship or whatever. Like I wish I had some of that gear. Like, also, word to the wise: if you ever need a gear, look for church sales because a lot of times none of them. They're just people that have too much money because they don't get taxed and they sell the shit because they don't know how to use the other shit. So you can get PAs and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, look for old church gear, and it's usually it's not going to be sitting in smoke. It's another thing that ruins gear.
True. So you're right. Yeah, they keep it clean.
Clean. They probably cover it.
I also if you're trying to get hearses are cheap.
Oh, dude, you know who wants a hearse? Lita wants the fuck out of a hearse.
She can get one, dog. They're cheap because the thing with hearses is that nobody wants to be in the old hearse. Your funeral, you're always buying new hearses because you can't have an old hearse.
You can't have an old hearse.
You can't have an old hearse. So you got to buy new ones. You have to get you have to upgrade that shit at least every couple of years. Because you got to be the one with the new hearse. You got to be the funeral home.
Dude, the Escalade hearse. That's what I would get. When we went to the Curiosities and Oddities Festival, the big one that travels around. Yeah. They had in Richmond, I think 4 or 5 different hearses that had been like airbrushed, same way like lowriders were, and had different insides. Fuck yeah. So like I like the old Cadillac ones with the fins. No. That's what I would go with. Like no matter what, even if you had a brand new one, I'm like, nah, you got that old one that barely start, bring me out in that. Yeah. It'll match my hustle and flow. Spider. Dude, I have 2 thoughts on how I want to be buried. I want it to be displayed after I die.
Mm-hmm. Like some things they do in like Puerto Rico. The guy's like doing his favorite thing.
Sort of.
Him on like a motorbike.
Yeah. Like just have me in the corner, throw a party. Yeah. Have a blunt in my hand.
Yeah, dog. We can do that. Or to old San Juan or some shit.
Or you just have a party and you just bury me in a hole and put a tree over top of me.
Fuck with that, yeah. Put a little seedling in.
Well, there's something to be said. Like I guess it could be left over from fucking that church shit, but I don't want anything to be like. I don't see the point in embalming. Like if I came in here as a meat suit that was made out of like cells dividing, and then that spark of life is gone. Just take the shell and put me back into the ground. Yeah. Instead of putting chemicals in me and then putting a bunch of shit around me, like. And I'd rather not be in a box. That just seems like
waste time.
Yeah, just put me in a burlap sack and put like a white oak on top of that bitch, and then just give the tree land rights. I've read about that. There's trees all around the place. Like some places, the only way that you can like save like old trees in like neighborhoods is whoever owns the land gives the land to the tree as an entity. And then the tree can never be cut down because it can't give consent to cut itself down until it like dies. It dies.
When it dies, it's
But that's probably what I would do. But they also have like graveyards that are just like, I think they're made for that. I don't know how they get around the laws.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, what could
because there's
the
probably
laws be
you could
on-
probably seep into the aquifer, but do you understand how many animals' bodies leak into the
Yeah.
aquifer? I think it would be worse to have formaldehyde from like embalming fluid and stuff going.
Yeah,
in
that shit's getting in down there anyways.
Yeah, like I would just say, like,
eventually.
yes, throw me in a sack or like bury me in my favorite blanket, one of my cool hoodies.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be my thing. I don't want to be put into a suit. Put me in like normal shit I would wear.
I want to be buried at sea like Osama.
Ooh,
They fucking
like
push them
Viking
off.
funeral.
No, just push off like a side of like a
What was that movie?
aircraft carrier.
There's a movie.
I mean, a Viking funeral would be sick. Like, just push me off into it, light me on fire from a
Yeah, just shoot that shit.
distance.
What
No, I
movie is
kind of
that
want to
in?
have. Huh?
What movie is the Viking funeral in? Like, it's not a like it's like a movie where somebody's grandfather dies and like they put him in the water and then just shoot the arrow in.
I don't know. It does sound familiar. I also was thinking I want to traumatize my son, make him burn me alive like Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, and Darth Vader.
I have the high ground.
Put me on a fucking pyre and just
Dude.
go out.
I remember seeing that movie in the movie theater, and when that motherfucker jumps and you see at the top of the
Yeah.
screen both his little legs just fall
Yeah.
off. Like, there's never been a bitch told you so moment that's any harder
It's
in any
fucking-
movie.
yeah.
Like,
Who were you thinking?
yo,
I fucking love Star Wars. That's my shit.
I know that a lot of people are mad, but they're like, well, not mad, but like, there's some dude that does like AI, and I know AI is a sensitive thing, but like when you're talking about fucking Star Wars, 80% of that is CGI anyway. But I guess
Yeah.
AI is worse because it's not a person actually making it.
Yeah.
Get the best people to do it because it actually ends up looking better. But
Mhm.
the AI stuff they were doing, they've gone in and made chapters that go in between like the other movies. Like,
Just fill in.
like to fill in, and they'll have like young Mark Hamill in it with his voice doing all
Yeah.
this stuff. And sometimes you can see that they're fake. I've only seen like little clips of it,
Yeah.
but some of them it's like you can still tell it's CGI or
Mhm.
AI CGI because it's the light isn't right yet.
Yeah. Kinda moves
The
weird.
people are moving better than they used to, but the light look on people, their skin ends up looking like
yeah.
it still looks like Ex Machina.
Yeah.
It still looks like a little bit of fake skin.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
But that shit, they're close. They're
Very
close because
close.
those ones, in terms of the dialogue and the acting, it's like you guys are like one or two skin shades and like layers away. I'm sure AR's already got it. Half the stuff we probably watch. Oh, speaking of that, I hate to get back to fucking the news shit.
No, we can get back to
But Netanyahu, there's just some rumor that dude is dead because of some like AI video, and I feel so like removed from it because I don't like. I looked at AI when it first came out; it was kind of cool. Now the only way I'll use it is if you're using it to create stuff, it seems kind of like a waste.
Yeah.
It should be used like a search engine. It's just a smarter search engine.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be giving it executive function. It can answer these questions, but it shouldn't be able to do everything for us.
I agree. Like I feel like we already have it figured out, you know? We don't need it to like really think yet. Like what are we trying to do? Why do we need AI right now?
Well, like I think a lot of people are dissatisfied with other human beings, and they sort of like people like to lump everybody into one thing. I saw something the other day. It was something about I don't know if it was even about AI, but there was a comment in the comments, and you never read the comments because half of those are probably written by AI.
Yeah.
But it was somebody being like, I'm so tired of human beings. We've had our chance, blah, blah, blah. And it's a sentiment I've heard from other people in different ways. But this guy, instead of being like, I hope the meteor hits. That's a sentiment.
Yeah.
This guy was specific. He was like, I hope our silicone replacements, like, they deserve their chance. I'm like, yo, it's one thing to be like, we are pieces of shit. It's a whole nother, like, to be like, Skynet was right.
That's
Like,
crazy.
Yeah, that's like you're in a death cult then.
Yeah,
Like,
to be like on the side of Skynet, to be those motherfuckers in the movie is crazy.
yeah, you Uncle Tom for Skynet ass. Cyborg Uncle Tom.
I just think they have a good point.
Maybe we do suck. Like, don't get me wrong. I think this is I tried to explain this a bunch of different ways, and some people really, the news will make you think everything's worse than it is. I will say that. There's a lot of cool, like really cool people, and there are a lot of lame people. And there's a lot of shades of gray where people have certain opinions and on certain topics that are abhorrent, and then they make the best ham and cheese, hot ham and cheese you ever had. Or like you'll have a conversation, you won't get into that subject, so you'll never know that.
Never comes up, so you don't know.
And not to say that
bliss.
Not to say that we shouldn't talk politics. And if somebody like a business owner, a business owner is like a racist that like, other than being all right, so people in the United States, because of our laws, are allowed to be racist. It's fucking terrible. But unless they act on that, you're never gonna know.
Yeah. And
there's probably lots of people that smile at you in line and say like thank you and call you sir, that as soon as you leave, like, I hate that racial epithet. Or like that white guy, like anything. But the world is like we can reduce it down to we're at a barbecue. And if somebody's an asshole and starts talking about like controversial shit at a barbecue, nobody invites him back.
Yeah.
On the world stage, because we're dependent on these other countries for like economic shit, that shit goes out the window when that should be like that's social currency. Like when some leader starts being a dickhead, the rest of them should be like, yo, what's up with dickhead over here? Like make it be known. Like don't fucking like get in a fist fight at the fucking UN. Be like, yeah, he's kind of being difficult and stubborn and an asshole for no reason. He wants to use bombs or something. Call people out on shit.
I agree. Yeah. I feel like part of the problem is that like America, like we kind of like try to run shit so much.
Yeah.
That like
because it's profitable.
I know. We're fucking great at it, dude. We're fucking killing at it. But I feel like that's the problem is that other countries go like, yo, y'all fucking up, and then we go, what are you gonna do about it? The fuck you gonna do about it, bitch? You ain't gonna. You still coming to us when you need our shit.
We gotta get back to the cool kid in the classroom '80s persona.
I agree, dude. We lost that.
Yeah,
we stopped being cool and we started being like money hungry.
Or the dickheads that does burnouts in your front yard. We went from middle school to high school and became dickheads.
Yeah, dog. We lost who we were. We lost.
Yeah, we need to go back to Levi's and Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
like
dude.
When the rest of the world wants to like be like us, like our culture like is entertainment. Like other people have like these like fantastic basilicas.
Yeah,
they got like fucking something that's like they got the fucking Giza pyramids, the Sphinx. We don't have a lot of that because of the era we were made in. Like stone wasn't like something that was important. We had steel, and then after that silicon, and we did impart a lot of culture, especially with music and the art of cinema. That's us. Like French people did it too, but like in terms
they
of
like started it, but like we took it to a level. It's like nobody talks about the movie awards from France, you know?
Nah, like in some
nobody
of the movies,
talks about when they win a BAFTA, you know? Like it's cool you win a BAFTA, but like you want an Oscar.
Yeah,
you know?
Everybody wants to win an Oscar.
You want the Oscar, like.
Yeah, there's a reason why because I know they had this thing on I believe it was on NPR where they were talking about they had the guy that heads, I guess not the Screen Actors Guild, but whatever the Oscars are given by that body.
Yeah,
was talking about how they were trying to add more viewpoints, is how he described it, but just different cultures and how different movies from around the world were starting to be nominated more for these bigger categories. So I think that so I think they're including a lot more. So maybe it does diminish the power of BAFTA and like I forgot what the award they give in France, Cannes, I guess.
Well, I mean that's
but it's separate.
But I feel like they definitely have to have an award.
Yeah,
of some sort because like they started movies.
I mean they have really good movies. There's this movie. Oh fuck, it's a horror movie. Fuck, what was it called? God damn it! Why isn't Lita here? But it's this wild ass movie. It's all in French, and it looks really good. It's about this dancing troupe and all this wild ass shit happens, and it's a French movie. I will say this: like, there's a lot of good French horror movies, but it's like you have to. They're better watched reading them because I don't want to hear like somebody's voice or like fucked up. I'll deal with it with like Korean movies.
Yeah,
like
Parasite. Parasite's really good.
Parasite's good, but I thought it was good. I thought there was gonna be a monster. I kept waiting for there to be a monster come out that basement, and I was just like, "You mean to tell me they told me this was a horror movie? I ain't see that much blood."
Yeah, it really is.
But it was good though. It was a good movie. It was just slower because I kept thinking it was like I thought it was gonna be sort of like Heredity, where all at the end you're like, oh shit. I thought I was gonna get an oh shit moment, but I didn't.
I like his other movie he made, Snowpiercer.
Oh,
not horror at all, but like
that's
just
a good
fun.
movie.
That's a fun concept movie.
I think I like that movie, but I didn't like the series, and I know a lot of people like the series because I don't need it explained.
Yeah,
like that movie at the end, like, oh shit, like this shit, there's nothing we can do. We got it. We keep going.
Yeah. My favorite. There's a conspiracy theory or something, some internet theory thing that movie is a sequel to Willy Wonka. Because there's some.
I can see it because that dude sort of like. Yeah.
There's some moments. Okay, because partly it's like food resource stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Willy Wonka was making crazy food in that factory.
Yeah.
But what was another thing Willy Wonka was always doing? Vehicles. There's a lot of weird ass vehicles.
Oh yeah, when you just the acid trip.
Yeah. The acid trip, the boat, you know.
Dude,
they fly up in the air in that little elevator thing.
It's Ed Harris's character at the end of the movie.
He's
Willie, or is he Charlie?
He's Charlie.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because
Charlie.
Because he's wearing that coat too.
Yeah.
Just like Grandpa Joe used to wear.
Exactly.
Ooh, I can see this.
And then there's a moment at the end, he's like, oh, I gotta take the kids from the back because a part has gone extinct. You know what that who's small like a child?
Oh, the Oompas?
Oompas! He ran out of Oompa Loompas to run it. He had to get little kids. That's what they're measuring them. They're like, oh, he's the right size. He's Oompa sized.
Motherfucking Oompa sized.
Dude. I was like, oh, shit.
Doopity doo. Charlie really fucked up that whole shit. He really shouldn't have gave him that money or all that shit because he drank the fizzy lifting fluid.
Exactly. Fucked his head up. He told...
You know, Grandpa Joe was really a shitty grandpa.
Grandpa Joe was awful. Fucking got up, started dancing and
shit. Bitch, I could have danced this whole time. I could have been working. Your mama could have not been washing clothes and singing. But no, hey, my daughter.
I want to know what the other grandparents were doing. Were they all like? Was he the only one that could get up, or could they all get up? You know, were they all lazy? Because they were all in that bed together.
Yeah, sitting
head to foot,
sitting cross-legged.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, man. Fucking sitting around.
Warm, touching. They're probably playing footsie under there.
Yeah, dude. What happens when you like foot rolls over, catch somebody's fucking ball sack with your cuticle?
Exactly.
It's like planes, trains, and automobile. Man, I just had my arm between a really warm pillow. Ew, Grandpa Joe, you smell like ass. How long you been laying in this bed and you don't stink?
There's somebody else he does. He does some other like fuck shit at the factory.
Oh, I mean, he's a terrible influence. He's like, fuck this dude. Let's drink this shit. Yeah. I'm floating. Almost got his grandson chopped up.
Yeah. That's a scary scene. As a child, you're like, holy fuck. I want to see a murder.
Like, I found myself as a kid, and I find myself doing this with horror movies, too. When those kids be doing dumb shit, I'm like, yeah, get him. Get this motherfucker. Like, when Veruca Salt started wilding out, I was like, I hope this bitch die right now. Die, bitch. Augustus Gloop.
He's one little chocolate.
Oh, he wanted more than a little chocolate. That fat fuck. He made all of us look bad. He made fat people look bad in 30 seconds in the very beginning. He was like, no.
Dog. I saw a thing. It was like Augustus Gloop, like a fat child, and he's like, just a normal kid now. It's really not even that fat. It's kind of fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
It really shows how bad
he just wears 16 Huskies.
The shirt's a little tight. They really just put a tight shirt on your average fourth grader.
It was like what was that dude from Stand By Me? Jerry O'Connell. That dude fucking like he was
Yeah,
because he was in Sliders and he was all like pimping and had like 6-pack and shit.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's also that's a running theme in fucking having to do with Stephen King movies, because in It there's that one character that's fat as shit in like the beginning, and then the movie like the second half he's all like dashing mulleted fucking heartthrob.
How it should be.
I want to be a dashing mulleted heartthrob.
You could do it, dude.
No, I couldn't. These follicles are done.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta check the chat. I haven't done that all show.
I was thinking about that. We should check the chat. Also, where the fuck is Chris? Motherfucker said he'd be gone for like a little bit of time. I know. No, I don't think he's coming back.
No, I don't think he is either. we'll have to go over there. All right, we got some chat foolery going on here.
What are they saying?
They were talking. Over here, microphone.
Hello. Yeah. Smooth.
They were talking about the cola and the ring water must be noticeable.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody in here saying one day we'll have a full-length feature film in theaters that is a 100% AI generated. That would be terrible. I wouldn't want to. I don't need that.
I don't want that. I don't need that.
Oh, and they named the horror movie Climax.
Climax.
Yeah, it's peep that shit. If you're in the mood for reading, it's weird. There's all kinds of wild ass shit.
Okay.
People, pregnant girl got stomped, and you don't see everything.
Oh fuck.
But it's like, imagine a party where everybody gets dosed with acid.
Yeah.
And what would happen if they all thought they were locked in? That's a wild shit.
Okay.
Lunar Sprunk says Hexif demands hot, tight, smooth troops.
He does. No more beards.
No more beards.
No more fat bearded men.
Oh, God damn it. This is written in the weirdest way, Lunar Sprunk. No way, guys. This been a war. You forgot how the administration reminds us, because there's never safe in anything, because anus, they heinous. Yo, Lunar Sprunk, what the fuck's going on?
What the fuck does that mean, brother?
I don't even know. This is good. All right, anything else in here is worth? Oh, they said TOS means teasing our sacks.
As it should. Teasing our sacks on Twitch. I don't even know. It is a cool 8:46. Why the fuck did that motherfucker leave? He's been gone for way too long. I'm gonna pop over
I
for
dare
a quick 5.
Just call him. Just call him right now. Let's say we'll do it on air.
I don't think all right, I got 4% battery. The shit might die, but it's okay. What was the last time I called this motherfucker?
It's probably streaming.
It probably is. I'm gonna dox him, just so he knows. When I start saying the number, I'm not gonna stop it. We're leaving a voicemail. Motherfucker, pick up. How long is your fucking ring thing?
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
I was just giving the Erica. I wasn't actually gonna do it.
Oh, shit. I was like, oh, no. If he's going to do it.
No, I'm not gonna. No, I was just gonna give the first 3.
Jesus Christ.
God.
We'll give him 15 more minutes, and then we'll just wrap.
That's fucking crazy.
Dude, it's Chris Kenworthy.
I know. No, I know.
I knew when he said he was going to come back that he was not coming back.
No. Do some fucking Inception shit. Pull up his stream. We watch it while we're on.
Dude.
You think he's still on?
I almost guarantee it. Yeah, go look it up.
I'm gonna check real quick. My phone is gonna die doing this, but that's okay. No, he's not on. What the fuck? Bitch, get on. Maybe his phone died.
Maybe I mean,
did he fuck up? Did he not know he wasn't broadcasting? That's what he did, right?
I thought he was. I mean, I saw the interface. Maybe he was just recording a video. Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe he really fucked up because it's not on here. The last one was from days ago. From 6 days ago, he had one.
Oh my god!
It was me and him. Oh my god!
We gotta learn him about the internet.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun watching him figure it out. The other day, he like fucking. What was it? He like was signing into Arc Raiders, and he had to like do the whole process. And he's like, "Oh, let me turn this off real quick." And then like the info he put in was like the most basic shit. It's like, "What's your birthday?" It's like, "I have to protect this." Like, motherfucker, we know your birthday and we know how old you are. We can figure out the day, the year. Like, this is fucking. You're not giving away top secret shit.
Oh,
nobody's gonna hack your account because they know you're born on August 13th.
Yeah, I think to get doxxed, you got to be like there's a certain percentage of people that are asshole enough to dox, and you got to have a lot of people to get to that threshold of that asshole that'll dox you.
Yeah,
but yeah, if you have more than like 5,000 people watching, you should probably not say anything about you.
Yeah,
like that's the dangerous level, because you're like, well, there's somebody that's probably jealous in there at the very least.
Somebody jealous or somebody that thinks you guys are best friends.
Yeah.
He in the chat every day like, "Hey, what's up, buddy?" And then like he just, he real parasocial.
I had my first somebody spotted me in the wild moment.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like, and was like, I listen to Helltown Radio every week, and I was like, oh shit. Because I'm always like, when shit like that happens, I'm like, what did I say? Mm-hmm. Is this going to be a moment where somebody's going to come into this with a smile and they're going to be really mad at me because they heard me say something terrible?
Yeah.
But then I remembered I'm not that bad on this show. I used to be far worse on other shows. Somebody ever said, I heard you on Dirtbag. I'm going to be like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. And don't let's stop talking.
That's my brother. That's a different man.
Yeah, dude. That's I'm junior. That was senior.
That's my father.
He's a terrible person.
We sound very similar.
Yeah.
But that's just because I'm the junior.
Yeah. We look. He had hair. I went bald far earlier than
him. Far earlier.
Oh man, that was.
I feel like there's something I was gonna say earlier, and I can't remember now.
Was it about how you got a number 2 ball fade?
Yeah, I wish. No, it's a number 3. Got number 3. All right, don't worry about it. I'm looking good tonight. Had to pull out the new hairstyle. Not the new. Got to get the trim. It's the same old.
Yeah, I strangely have to shave my head every other day, or it looks like I'm bald, which is fucking ridiculous.
That is fucked up.
Yeah, dude.
That was very fucked up.
Yay, male pattern baldness.
It only means that you got a lot of testosterone.
Yeah, well, I get that, but you can't say that to people. They'll be like, liar. It sounds like you're like, I couldn't get a bone or whiskey dick. Like, it's like some shit where you're like,
okay, buddy.
Yeah, whatever makes you feel okay.
Whatever feels good.
But yeah, like, I'm not vain, but having another accessory device on your head that you don't have to pay for is a good utility to have.
True. Yeah, so, it's a free accessory. You got to pay to make it look good, but
I unfortunately have the same not unfortunately, I don't think there was anything wrong with it. I liked my hair. When I had hair, it was like long but curly, so it's sort of like when my hair got wet, it would look like a cherry girl.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And
they're looking like Dion.
Yeah, like I had to use like leave-in conditioner and shit because it was like that hybrid hair, so my hair was like kinky, but then like once it got to a certain point, it would break a lot unless I took care of it. Like you gotta keep that, just like how Afro Sheen or like hair food. Do you know about hair food?
No.
Hair food is just grease.
It's just grease.
Yeah, I didn't know that until so my hair is like, it got froey, but it wasn't like tight knit like my sister's was. And my sister, like, when she would get her hair done putting pigtails and shit, they would put hair food in it. And hair food with just like styling grease, pomade. It was like a thinner pomade.
Yeah.
Specifically for black hair, and I think my dad could use it if he wanted to have like waves, but he never did. He just had an afro. So my sister, when she would come over, because she had a different mom than me, like we would have toiletries just for her. And I wanted to have long hair. I was super in, like when I was like 5 and 6, I was like, I want to fucking ride skateboards and BMX and fucking listen to Whitesnake. Because it was like they were doing all the cool shit, ride motorcycles. I want to be like in fucking Motley Crue and shit.
Yeah.
And I wanted my hair long. So to me, food, made stuff grow, made me get bigger, made fucking plants grow. So I fucking put all kinds of hair food all over my head, like greasy as shit. And I had like 1980s, like fucking white Joey Lawrence hair. Yeah. So like I come downstairs to the fucking bathroom and I just got fucking like greasy ass hair. And my mom and dad, I remember I would come around and they're watching TV. I come around where the turntable and shit is. And I'm like, smile like, yeah, my hair's going to be long as shit by the morning. Oh, you getting a call?
You?
Well, that might be me.
What's up, man? Where you at? Huh?
Yeah. Where you at, Bama?
Dude, who the fuck are you, JFK? How many fucking babies are there? What?
Okay.
10. Jesus Christ! All right.
He's gonna be here for like 5 minutes. He's just coming back to get his book back.
I know, dog. This fucking giant ass Red Bull. Shake that shit. How much you got in there? Fucking probably took 2
That
sips
is a
and
big
left.
ass Red Bull. No, he drank the whole thing.
Oh my God.
That's why. That's 20. I didn't know they made 20-ounce Red
Yeah,
Bulls.
dog. That's that shit that'll stop your heart.
Dude, I shouldn't talk. I used to drink like 3 Ghosts a day and
my
drink
God.
coffee. I was
Oof.
working like long ass.
Yeah,
weeks,
no,
so
I get it, but like, yeah, that shit is.
Oh, dude, there was times where like now I make it a point when I get home from open mic, I try to like immediately like take out my contacts, let the dog out, and just go to like lay in bed. And like inevitably, like half the time I'll like turn it on and like something will pop up on YouTube and I'll watch it. But typically, if I do that, or like tonight, like if I go, like I'll probably go over and have a Guinness because it is St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, St. Patty.
But like, try to get home, go to sleep, just chug water right before you go to sleep. I used to be fucking just, let's go until I fucking can't stay awake. And there's nights like I try to, I don't not, if there's a band of that I know, at Catamount during the week, I'll go up there. Yeah. But I'm old now. It should be hurting the next morning. Yeah. Like, especially because there's a lot of people that get there like 9 o'clock. Yeah. And I get it because they don't have to get up at fucking 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, my Friday nights used to be work 8 to 10 hours, go coach 2 jiu-jitsu classes, come back, do like a 4-hour podcast, go to sleep, wake up, go back and teach jiu-jitsu at 10 o'clock, and then I would start my weekend.
Damn.
And I did that every Friday for like probably like 5 years. Damn. So I got used to that. Like, and then when the podcast stopped, I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what, because like we would do broadcasts from events and stuff. So it was like we would get to go out and do stuff, like even if we had a podcast the day before. So that was kind of cool. But that's when weed was illegal. When weed was illegal and it was getting legal in DC. Yeah, we got on that wave and that fucking helped. Everybody, this is the secret. If you don't live in DC and do a podcast in Northern Virginia and you get a Google number, always get it to be 202 area code.
Why?
Because all the people that were weed activists thought we were from DC.
Smart.
And we would go out to DC. We would go to all the events, but they would see us and they would think that we were there. And then we'd be like, nah, the studio's in Manassas. And then they would get to the studio and they'd realize it wasn't like some space that we rented out. It was actually like a studio inside. Like I had like an actual recording studio, and it's like it was technically a third level because one half of the house was like a like one level, and then it had like a stack 3 level beside it. And the third level was almost like an attic space they had converted over, and I think it was like where they let their kids hang out. And I was like, this is perfect for a studio. There's all these weird angles, and it was a really good studio. But they would get there and be like, what the fuck? And like my kid half the time, because she was like 6, she would answer the door like she was a butler. She would get so excited because she would be like, there's people coming to see us. Like, no, honey, these are like weed activists. The head of Normal came to my house one time. That was hilarious. Just like comes and gives us fucking like she gave us like weed rolling papers, all kinds of shit, like hemp wicks. Like, shit. Like I was like, this is. I cannot believe this lady just showed up at my house and she was just sitting there like, looked like a fucking a fucking social studies teacher. Hell yeah. And she was just like, I think marijuana should be legal. Like really like the opposite of what I thought I was gonna see a dude that's like, I'm high right now. Like, no. I don't even think she was high. We smoked and she did not.
That's crazy. That's somebody that's really down for the cause.
Oh yeah, because she's like,
I don't need to get high right now. I just want to tell you how great this shit is.
Yeah, dude. That was the first time I ever had a podcast guest come with gifts. I was like, what? Yeah, Granny brought the fury.
I miss those early days of DC when they actually cared about the rules, and they'd be like, "This is a gift," and then you bought like a fucking baseball card for like $200.
Yep, and you get wait, this is marijuana, dude.
My god, thank you so much.
I remember when it got legal.
I just wanted this baseball card. This random fucking player from the Cubs.
The sweet, like I think there was a sweet spot before that, before the dispensaries popped up and they stopped fucking with them because initially they would fuck with them. And so people would just like, then it was delivery services, and delivery services were awesome for 2 reasons. Number 1 reason is you could tell the delivery people were just repurposed taxi drivers because all of them were like little Somalian dudes. Yeah, and I was like, yo, Uber fucked over the taxi game because getting 9 times out of 10 in DC back in the day, at least for me, if I'd get a taxi, it would be like a little Somalian dude, like all the time, little tight curl, like he was always there. But then, like I wrote that at Paradiso Pizza. I had gone up to Georgetown with my kid, and like somebody told me you could just like order weed. So I was like sitting there just as like a laugh. I was like, I'll order like I don't know, like an eighth and see what they do. Yeah, like 45 minutes later, or not even 45, like 25 minutes later, some dude pulls up the corner, like some Mazda, and calls me, and I walk out, and he's all like, George. Yeah, and I like give him money. He gives me a fucking brown paper bag, looks like it's lunch. Yeah. Fucking had like a couple of free pre-rolls and a lighter in there. Nice. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't think they do that anymore because it's all dispensaries. But like that was cool because they would definitely give you free pre-rolls. But I thought that was kind of cool back in the day. That was. But now it's like I'll drive through there. The one thing that I will say tourists probably notice immediately, and it's not so bad during like up near the mall, you'll still smell it. But if you get like 4 blocks up, if you get past like 8th Street, every other corner is gonna smell like weed. Like somebody's either smoking it or like growing it in one of the apartments. Yeah. And there's just spots all over the place. Like you'll see one that looks like it used to be like a check cashing place. It just is like fucking like tobacco, vapes, marijuana. It's just like. Yeah, people are just slanging that shit. Look at this.
Hey yo,
Party McGuy.
Yeah, we checked your Twitch to see where you were.
Oh boy, here we are. Hell yeah, bros.
How'd it go?
How'd it go?
I did well. It was a rough. Hold on, we'll get to that in a second. Give me 1 second. Here you go.
My boy hit a long 39. Tight for that, dog. We be over here talking bullshit, dude. We talk about Willy Wonka for like 10 minutes.
Willy Wonka got a sparkly dick.
That's what's up.
It's an everlasting gobstopper. Yo, where'd you get that 20-ounce Red Bull, bro?
First of all, it's known as the Master Cylinder, which was stolen from this Colt 45. Do you remember Colt 45 had the quart in a they call it the Master Cylinder. Don't let the smooth flavor fool you. Colt 45, brought to you by Colt 45. If the Colt 45 needs a new spokesperson, Billy D. Williams was the man then. Christopher Allen Kenworthy is the man now. But yeah, coming off the warpath, I just got off stage, watched Heather Joyce do her thing, bounced out during Ray's thing. It was tough. It's St. Patty's Day at the biggest sports bar in Front Royal. Okay, so you can imagine, everybody's toddler. There was fucking like 25, 30 kids running around.
Maybe I will not go up there.
No, we're going. No, they're leaving now. The kids are all leaving now. Don't worry, Ace. He dropped enough N-bombs and F-bombs to. He did.
If he didn't, I'm about to go up there and drop enough.
He did to the floor of On Cue what the United States Air Force did to the Air Force bases of Iran.
Am I only going to add a 0.5 to that room? Is Ace the only black person up there right now?
A joke I did tonight was, wow, looking at the crowd, it's like looking at the bear wall at Lowe's. 75 shades of white. It was, but it's White Guy Appreciation Day, and I ran the joke I did earlier. I was like, it's when we embrace the privilege of our ancestors and we lay down our white liberal guilt and we just embrace debauchery. I popped 2 Lipitor's for you feel me? Like, because I love corned beef cabbage. But whatever, it was a good show. It was a good show in my eyes. I could see the frustration with Connor and Ace and Ray and Heather. But here's the deal, y'all, and I'm gonna say this very lightheartedly, and I'm gonna bring this to them when we go back. We're comedians. And by the way, I brought a surprise. With me. Jennifer Kittenstein, a.k.a. Shannon Hahn from the Shannon Hahn Experience. Shannon and the Shapeshifters. Catamount Lounge at 124 East Main Street. The boss, Biatch, has entered the building. We doing a gink damn thing. She was with me at the show. She seen it. It was wild. We're out here killing it, man. It was super. I'm pumped. I had a good time. I just did jokes about being from Front Royal, and like it was cool. I had a little hometown advantage on the other folks, but
yeah,
it was. I don't know. It was fun, man. Shout out Wyatt. And I gotta get up for Wyatt Haas, man. He is. That's Danielle and Cole's son, or it's Cole's son. Sorry, but it's Danielle's stepson. Homie. He's 10 years old. He's trying to get into comedy, and he sat front and center the whole time. He cheered on interracial marriage jokes. He cheered on lesbian jokes. He
raised his hand for a really long time, like wanting to ask a question.
Shannon, why don't you come sit between me and George.
Here, just take this mic. I'll sit over there.
Yeah, you're way prettier than George's. But hold on, I'm gonna take my sweatshirt off because I'm hotter than a pizza oven in South Africa right now.
I love it. I'm always cold, and it's really cold outside.
What shirt you got? Depeche Mode? Oh, Spice Girls.
Yeah, Spice Girls. It's a Spice. So it's a meth syndicate shirt. It's who is a great company out of L.A. and Venice Beach doing limited drops, parody shirts. It's a scrambled Spice image up top, and then Spice Girls, the band logo on the bottom. Do the math on that if you don't know humor. All right, do the math on that. We do the math on that. We on them like it's
do it.
I will say that the show was a lot like being on Epstein's Island.
Was that how?
Because man, I had to kill a bunch of kids with jokes. Hey, listen, man. I shouted out the true owners of the establishment, which I introduced the children who owned it as the owners. I thought it was a good joke.
That was a good joke.
It was a good joke. I think all my jokes were pretty good, except for the truck. I should have interjected the truck jokes. I should have done my South Africa jokes. Should have done some South Africa.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because only 7 people were really listening. Yeah, Shannon was one of them. So, shout out.
But
Shannon.
I listened enough for 7.
Yeah, dude.
It's a 14.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know who this is the boss, big bad boss biatch of the pretty kitty in the city. The Catamount Lounge at 124 East Main Street. Shannon Hahn. She is a business proprietor. She is a strong, independent woman. She is a master musician, songwriter, performer. What people don't know about her is she's one of the worst comedians I've ever seen.
It's true.
She tells me she's going to tell jokes on stage, and then she just gets up and plays these beautifully sad songs. And
Nobody
I'm like,
laughs.
except do your joke. Do the joke. Do the joke.
Which one?
The one. You know which one.
The giraffe one or the
Show me,
Jewish-
show me, show me. Do both of them. Actually, you can do both.
Well,
do some
okay,
jokes.
All right. I mean, probably all of the people watching have already heard these, but what is so sad about a giraffe driving off a cliff in a Cadillac?
What?
He was my friend. Maybe
And his
Eddie
name
hasn't heard
was
that one.
Jeffrey.
Give yourself a bell.
Ding ding. Ooh. Yeah.
She doesn't raise her hand when I'm around, all right? I clean her bar tools. I ring her bells.
Thank you.
I mean that in the most Christian of ways.
What service? What service around here?
Hell yeah, dog.
Do you want me to tell the Jewish one too?
Yeah,
About
dude,
the-
we're sitting here waiting. We're
Okay.
sitting here waiting.
So an old couple, Jewish couple, is celebrating the fact that they're Jewish comes back into play. So I'm not just throwing it out there randomly. Jewish couple is celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary, and the husband is like, he turns to his wife and he's like, I love you so much. I'm so happy to have had these last 50 years with you, but I just have to ask you, since I've never asked before, I have to know, have you ever been unfaithful to me? And she said, I've been unfaithful to you 3 times, but each one was for a good reason. And he was like, okay, well, tell me the reasons. And he was like, all right, well, or she said the first time is when we were young and starting out, and we fell behind on our mortgage, and the bank was about to foreclose on our house. And do you remember I went down to the bank, and then all of a sudden they gave us an extension on our mortgage? Well, that was the first time. And he was like, okay, I guess that's all right. You kept a roof over our head, so I forgive you for that. What was the second time? And she said, well, do you remember when you needed a heart transplant and we couldn't find a donor? And I went down to the hospital, and all of a sudden you were at the top of the list and they had a heart for you after I talked to the surgeon. Well, that was the second time. And he said, okay, well, you saved my life, so I guess I forgive you for that one. What was the third time? And she said, do you remember when you were running for treasurer of the synagogue and you only needed 73 more votes?
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah.
Ding.
She get the ring on that.
Eddie liked the giraffe one better.
I liked them both. I liked them both. The giraffe
He
one
was just
shocked
like,
me.
see, the thing is that Eddie was just thinking back to the time that, Rabbi Boris Watts made him sit on his lap and ride the third knee. And so
That wasn't what that joke was about at all.
I know, but I was just trying to traumatize Eddie even further. Look at him.
Fair enough.
Look at Eddie's fresh. Have we addressed Eddie's mullet yet?
Yeah, while you were gone.
All right.
Eddie does have a nice
Clean.
haircut.
I'm looking
He's got a
mean.
Brian Bosworth-esque mullet right now. And I was telling him earlier,
Hey, the
it was
Boz.
almost a shame because he had these fluous, amazing locks. And they're beautiful. You have beautiful hair, Eddie. Like, I mean this in the most homosexual of ways.
Yeah, you got a sexy
Like-
ass dick too. That's how it starts.
It's
That's how it always starts, man. But Eddie, you're just a handsome motherfucker. You know that. Carly's a lucky lady to call you hers. You feel me? Carly, what's up? If you're not watching, Carly, you should be. Cause I'm gonna send you a message in a minute with a link and be like, why wasn't you watching if you wasn't watching? Is she watching?
I don't know. My phone's dead, I think.
I had to leave my
I
leave my
to.
charger
She
behind
won't
stage
listen.
because Connor got mad at me for putting my charger behind stage. But
That's
whatever.
fair.
Mm.
Okay, my bad. Thought we were sharing.
Well,
Share
we
bear.
ain't. You know
Christian
why? Know
share
why?
bear. Why?
Yeah, why?
I'm about to Oprah your ass. You get one. Eh? And oh no, that's the wrong one. Wrong one. Misfire. Jesus, titty.
That's the one you
fucking
dipped in
Christ.
formaldehead.
Goddamn right, bro.
The
Come on, I
old
got
hot
that.
shot.
George. You get one, George. Shannon.
I'm good.
Come on,
Thank
Shenny.
you. I'll take a little puff off yours, but
Mm.
I don't need a whole joint all to myself.
Hell yeah, dogs. Y'all better light that thing up. Because after we get done with these joints, you know where we heading? We're heading back to On Cue. We're joining the after party. We are the comedy crew of this town. By the way, speaking of comedy in Front Royal, let's talk about comedy at the Front Royal Comedy Cartel Establishment. The place in the Shenandoah Valley for comedy. The spot for comedy in the Shenandoah Valley. We're talking about the Catamount Lounge at 124 East Main Street in Front Royal. We, this weekend, have a hell of a show. It's a intercontinental show of sorts. We have Adrian Russell representing Washington, D.C., one of my favorite dudes out in the game. He's been doing promotion for me, and it's an amazing time to host for him this time. We have Brian Sargis, Front Royal's finest fat man. I love, and he would tell you first, if we were in a survival situation, Brian would be my person I would latch onto for flotation. All right, in a castaway situation, Brian would be my flotation device. Then we also have, of course, Return of the Sing. Again, back to the place where he started his headlining debut. It was Curran Singh going to be in there, a.k.a. K Squizzy, a.k.a. a cool dude. And then from Chicago, another man with a magnificent mullet, Milo Mack. And if you ain't keeping up Milo is I think on the verge of blowing. Him and Curran are like this close, I feel. And you know what's awesome about them is that like they just cool dudes. That's it. I love them.
They are cool.
They are. Yeah, we posted Milo a couple times. We saw Milo get broken up with once.
I didn't know if we could bring that up.
It's Helltown Radio, baby.
Yeah.
We do it for the 49 viewers.
It's a catamount. You at least seen one of your friends get broken up with there.
They like came all the way from Chicago, and his girlfriend broke up with him at open mic.
Yo, this is before I was hosting.
Yeah.
No, it was when you were hosting.
Whoa, holy
really?
shit!
Yes.
Do you remember this?
It was a while ago, but
Yeah, he did.
I remember it being there, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
I think she was like, I can't listen to these jokes anymore. Like it was it wasn't just like she wanted to end it. It was like the jokes tonight were
Sealed the deal.
they're like, I gotta get
Nah,
out.
Milo's funny as fuck, dude. I fucking love
Milo.
man. Milo's good, dude. But we do have an amendment to. Oh no, we don't have an amendment to the game. I was gonna say we were gonna have a special celebrity co-host, but unfortunately we don't because Dungeons and Dragons is taking priority over it. But I'm gonna leave it nameless on who this gentleman would be. I will leave the nameless of this fine mulleted, strawberry-haired, pastel polo colored skin gentleman.
Yo, he's a shade away from calling you to see through.
No,
Me
and Eddie, Eddie and I actually, the first joke that was ever told about me and Eddie is that Eddie and I would look like Civil War ghosts reading each other love letters.
That was on this podcast.
It was on this podcast. It was on. It was a crossover podcast. It was a crossover podcast with our friends at Bargoyles. Let's shout out to Isaac Ignacio Bennett. Let's shout out my man Nick Meyer. I miss Nick. You know what? I see Isaac and I talked to Isaac today. Shout out Isaac Ignacio.
Nick since we did the show.
Nick's corporate Nick. That's his thing. He's corporate Nick because he's corporate. He's got the thing. You do.
What's his name? Black Lip Gallagher.
I think that is his Instagram handle.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's what it is, and I'm afraid to say it out loud, but I will tonight.
You should never be afraid, bro.
It's like thick lipped or something. It's like, come on, dog. What the fuck?
That reminds me of Zulu, the big lip bandit from WPGC in the 90s.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the magic that was the hip hop and R&B radio of the DMV through the 90s. At midnight, you were guaranteed a song.
The Quiet Storm. Unless it was Friday nights, and then you would probably
Go-Go.
You'd probably get Overnight Scenario.
Hell yeah. So, yeah, the scenario. Why can't... Sorry, that was me getting a little bit too go-go for the moment. But, hey, listen, I was born in Southeast Washington, D.C. in 1980. It's in my blood. And you know what? I actually have a fear. I don't know what time it is because we probably need to wrap up so we can get over there.
We got like 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. Okay, just real quick. I have a small fear. And it's like when you watch, it's like the grandmothers in Italy that are like they're preserving all of the old recipes and pasta styles that
where
are
they're crushing the tomatoes by hand.
Yeah, all that shit. They're doing it and they're putting it all on the internet so that it's preserved forever. I'm worried about go-go in the same sense because, like, yo, for real, and I don't know how to say this without sounding any sort of way, but I just feel that the interest in go-go is dwindling as time goes on.
I think that's with music as a whole. There are a lot of people that still play instruments, but there's a whole segment of music where it's just
sure,
people.
And that's fine. And music, the other music, that's like I don't know, like Prairie Dogs and motherfucking raccoons and shit. There's a lot of those, all right, and they can die out. Go-go is like the panda bear of they're endangered, bro. We need to bring them back.
I mean, all you got to do is teach some people a double backbeat.
George, you have now stepped up and involuntarily volunteered yourself. You're going to be...
Go-go beats are easy to play.
Let's start a go-go band. Are we going to start a go-go band? Is that what... Shannon? Are we starting... Shannon and
Not up to me.
It's Shannon and the Pocket. Shannon and the Pocket.
Shit.
That's the name of this go-go... What are you playing, Eddie? You got to teach me how to play something, George.
I don't know.
George, you got to teach me how to play. I can't play the triangle in all of our bands.
I mean, the hardest part is going to be getting a Congo player.
No, it's not. I know.
Well,
you know what? In my phone, you know who I have on there?
Who?
The world famous Winko from the Junkyard Band. Me and Wink and T-Bob and rapper dude, we all homies. This is real ass talk. Like Chris Ruck. Remember we had Ruck? Yeah, Ruck. Ruck put me on with a lot of people. Shout out Chris Ruck Thompson, man. That's my man right there. Yeah, we need I want to.
Anybody that can play a 4/4 can play a go-go beat.
Cool, man. We get the Congo player. We need some 4/4s. And we talking about like 4/4s, and we need Eddie's gonna be me and Eddie gonna be both vocalists and percussion
you gotta have
players.
like 4 people on stage yelling shit. That's how it goes.
Yeah,
and then like 7 people on drums, right?
Yep.
No, there's 7 drums. There's actually we were looking at there's a open mic that we're trying to get Shannon on, and it's in DC. It's called 7 Drums, and I happened to I looked at their page, and very nicely I said to Shannon, I was like, "Yo, this looks like a black-owned establishment."
Yeah,
and she was like, "That's racist." I was like, "No, it's not."
No, I didn't say that.
Let me tell the joke. Shannon, you're ruining my joke. You're ruining my joke, Shannon.
Yeah,
not at my expense.
You're making me sound like a weirdo.
Shannon, nobody needs to say anything to make you look or sound like a weirdo.
Yeah, but
because you are, and that's why you're my bestie.
Okay.
Shannon, if you don't know, out of everybody, and sorry, Eddie and George, you guys, close realm, but Shannon is the person I spend the most time with, like physically, and therefore she has to deal with my bullshit the most out of anybody, and she has to do it and act like she actually tolerates it. Because I bring a lot to the table professionally at the Catamount Lounge at 124 East Main Street in Front Royal, Virginia. And I'm running a joke. She's biting the shit out of her lip right now. She's like, "Shut the fuck up, you lazy motherfucking 12 cigarette a night ass coming in here talking all that bullshit." But no.
It's easy to get distracted at such a fine establishment. I often am told, "Hey, they're done."
Hey, George, introduce the next person.
I'm trying to talk.
I had to say that only once last night.
If we didn't have that margin of error and we didn't have that organic feel, you know what I'm saying? What would it be? What would it be? If we are the Muppet Show, we were the Muppet Show come to life. Unfortunately, ironically, I can identify everybody in this room as somebody in the Muppet Show, but not me. I don't know where I fall into. I think I'd have to be like a new character they would have to make.
Animal.
No. George is Animal. George. No, wait. No. We discussed who Animal was. We already came up with it. We got you as Kermit because you were 100% Kermit.
Yeah.
She is Kermit. She's holding it together. She's making.
I'm making the Kermit.
She's making. Look, she's doing this. She's not making any gay decisions. She does a Kermit face.
But yeah, the Kermit like scrumpled up face when he when everything's going to chaos around him, and he's like,
"That's Shannon."
That's me.
And
every
then
night.
Sarge's 100% Fozzie.
Mm-hmm.
That man gets up there and eats shit and does it fucking with a smile on his fucking fat ass face. Shout out motherfucking him. Eddie's scooter because as Scooter has been it's come out of the closet as he was a closet gay. That was a thing. Yeah,
George was Ralph, right?
Yeah, George, 100% Ralph. Like you're Ralph, dude.
Yeah.
Not just because of the black thing, but because like if there was to be a piano playing motherfucker like backing up the homies,
Crooner.
it would be you. Chris Kemp, 100% Uncle Sam, always just coming out the back like looking with disapproval.
Yeah.
You are all weirdos, and then walking off. Like Sharon is 1,000,000% Miss Piggy. I don't care. I said it. And that's not because of how she looks, but she got that Miss Piggy like thing. She come in like two Stevie Nicks, and like then we got who else we got in the mix? We got
Julieta.
Julieta's Gonzo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Julieta is our stunt woman, 100%. Like she gets shot out of a cannon, blowing herself up, tonguing down. I mean, hey, whatever you want to say about it. You got her. Sam is like Beaker. You know, he just show. It's weird because he's paired.
He's not Camilla.
Oh no, he's Camilla. He's Camilla. You're right. He's Camilla. So he's Camilla. You know, sexy chicken. Yo, because he's a sexy chicken, man. Sam is a sexy chick. You know what Sam's superpower? We've talked about this before. Sam's superpower is he can show up in your grandmama's dangly earrings, a cardigan, and a loose ass like Chick-fil-A hat.
And just Mr. Rogers.
And he cool as fuck. No, he's cool. Not that he's cool, man, woman, and child trying to lay pipe to that motherfucker. Yo, proud of that, bro. Proud of that, bro. I love him. He's great. Who else we got?
Levi.
Levi is. What did we say he was?
Oh.
We'll get to that in a minute, man.
We got Jordan and John now. They're part of the.
Jordan and John. Man, I'll get to that. I think they'd be part. They would be part of who? No, Crystal is Janice from from Electric Mayhem.
Yeah.
Lee and Dude or Statler and Waldorf.
Well, yeah, Lee and Dude, Statler and Waldorf. We established that mostly because of their gay connection. And we need to get off, man. We need to get on. We need to get going. We need to take this.
We got to go to Plug Fest.
We got too deep into the Muppets.
Oh, we'll get into fucking Sesame Street next week. I want to know who Grover is.
Yo, Follow That Bird. It came out on VHS today, 35 years ago. Follow That Bird, a great movie about Big Bird having an existential crisis, leaving Sesame Street and coming back. Waylon Jennings in the movie. Yeah, it's a good.
I've also watched the seminal classic Welcome to Grouchland.
Hell yeah.
Crouchland.
All right, let's get to On Cue. We got to get this motherfucking party. After the party is the after party.
Eddie, what do you got going on?
Living life. Come on down to the Red Truck Bakery. We making muffins and biscuits and fucking
muffins and biscuits,
pies, cakes, whatever the fuck you want. Hit us up. We got cookies too. Try the lavender lemon muffin. It's good. It's got poppy seeds. So if you eat enough of them, you get high. That's me. Follow me, Eddie_comedy on those socials.
He'll be on Dungeons and Dragons on Saturday night. In case you're wondering,
I'll be locked into the world of Moria. Okay, we're gonna defeat the Ball Greens.
Yo, that Balrog is gonna get at your dick tip.
I am the Balrog.
Oh shit!
50 Cent.
Uno reverse.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you got coming up?
Yo, what's going down? It's going down like this Saturday night at the Catamount Lounge, 124 East Main Street in Front Royal, 8:30 p.m. The astounding Adrian Russell and his associates will converge upon the Catamount Lounge. Oh, yeah. It's going to be mania upon mania upon mania cubed. Right in the spot. There's going to be gentlemen from D.C. There's going to be gentlemen from Chicago. There's going to be gentlemen from the woods of Front Royal. There's going to be absolute awesome customer service, tasty snacks, delicious drinks, all that stuff going on this Saturday night. The spot for comedy in the Shenandoah Valley. Sorry to any other people out there. Often imitated, never replicated. The Catamount Lounge. That's going on. It's official, too. I will be opening for Omar Gooding on the 19th of April. Yeah,
Wild and crazy kids.
Yo, I'm fired up. I'm fired up. And that was his line in Baby Boy. And I'm hyped about that. And so also Chris Bishop is going to be joining me on that venture as the graphics dude. He doesn't know that all the way yet, but we touched a little bit about it. But now that's just me putting a little fire to be like, yo, let's do this for real. It's a paid gig, Chris. And then what else we got going on? There's a few other things, but I think I'm drawing a little. Oh, I'll be at Pub Key in Washington, D.C. next Tuesday and Wednesday cooking. I'm jumping. Gun for Hire. The Ronin is back in the saddle for 2 nights, 6 meals, 2 days, 50 VIPs at the Pub Key. We're also going to be doing, so there's going to be a big announcement coming out of Pub Key coming next time we're on the air. And then also, what else was there going on? Oh, yeah, I'll be at the Old Brogue at the end of the month, too. We'll come up with all those things. Coming up soon, shout out John Yeager and Adrian Russell on that one. Yeah, that's it. I don't know, man. I sound like, you know what I sound like? It was that dude at the Oscars. I was like, yo, but one more thing.
One
more thing.
And one more.
Nah, but now I'm done.
What do you have coming up?
Not much.
Yes, you do. Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Shannon is in the trenches to make sure that the artisanal community of the Shenandoah Valley has a place to go to display their talents, to broadcast their beliefs, to be who they gonna be. And she is, like I said, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. This is the boss bitch of Main Street, for real. Shannon Hahn of the Shannon the Shapeshifters, the Shannon Hahn Experience, Shannon Starship, Shannon in Roses, Shantalica, Shenadeth, Shensi DC. Yeah.
Chris is correct. I do go to work every day. And all the other very nice things he said about me.
Where can people hear your music? Because you're a prolific artist.
Yeah, you can find me on Spotify and Instagram. I post a lot of stuff on Instagram. Yeah. I'm in the process of recording a new album, which isn't out yet, but my goal is to get it out by the summer. So
fuck yes.
Yeah.
New shit.
Yeah.
New shit.
Yeah.
No.
You can go over to Helltown Radio for all your needs on all the socials, on the Spotify, and you can go listen to my music at golden_orphans. It's all there, and I'm gonna be playing the show. My first show. I'm going to open up for Superplex at the Galactic Panther on May 22nd. You can get your tickets at Eventbrite. There's a link on my Instagrams.
Instahams.
Yeah. And if you need people to make promo videos for you, I can do that. And I'm very fast. You could call me on a Thursday at 3:00 and be like, hey, I need one by 4. I could do that.
Can I just point out that this male enhancement supplement is where Chris was sitting?
What is it?
It says Gold Hard Steel Plus works with alcohol. Male enhancement supplement absorbed well, taken with alcohol. Effects in 30 minutes, lasts up to 2 days. I have.
Put it up the camera. Yo, I thought
it was just on the couch when Chris got up.
I thought it was one of those pickles in a bag.
I had to address it.
Yo.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Was that gas station boner pills?
Yeah, dude, it's amazing, dude. It makes your heart flow. It's good, man.
Yo, show off the back of your head.
The back of my head? Are we done yet?
We're about to be.
Here we go, man. You know what? If you can catch the back of my head on all of my socials. Christopher Allen Kenworthy, Chris K Comedy, and Party McFly 69420. Yo, let's go to the party, guys. Come on.
All right. Remember, it's your week, suplex it, and whatnot.
So that's why you chug 2 beers.
Shout out Panama Lewis.
Shout out Panama Lewis and Louis Resto, ruining lives, taking eyes. Trained under a fucking piece of shit.